Cam? What's the
Talk
deal?
to me, big bro.
I've been in camp situation before. With my ex-wife. I was in the military. Man, I was knocking them off, nigga, while I was in the military. I was fuck these hoes, but that's the whole situation. And at first, I thought, say I was better off without her, right? Even though she was kind of, saying, calling me, chasing me, sending me letters, emails. I come home, saying, I disappear for a week, weekend sometimes, right back out, saying, out to sea. And one day she got sick of that shit and she divorced me. And at first, I thought everything was gonna be cool. But over time, though, I learned, man, I was better off with her than I was out here in these streets. I mean, saying all these chicks out here, all this other stuff, man. I was much better off with her, man, for a minute. It took me a while to realize that too. That hey, that maybe I threw up a good thing behind some bullshit, right?
Mm.
Because some other girls, say they don't last. They don't. They fun to play with, good to be with just for that minute. But once that minute's up, you know, well, how old are you now, Cam? 35, 36 years old?
38.
Too damn
Yeah,
old.
man. You got to slow down, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got the cool that cook. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, right? I mean, when it comes to kids, there's a couple ways to get kids, man. They got all type of stuff and do stuff nowadays. A little costly, but if you're really looking for children, there's ways to get that done. You know what I'm saying? You might have to get
But
a little test tube baby, but you can get a kid out
this
there.
But
nigga
check this
is
out. Hustler.
no,
It
that's
has
low. That is
nothing.
that's ADS
It
saying.
has ADS. It has nothing to do with the fact that she can't have no children. As a matter of fact, that made me respect my wife more. Like I could give a fuck if she had no children. I love her for who she is, bruh. I don't give a fuck if she never bears me a child, my nigga. That's on everything I love.
But do
And
you
So
love her enough to give this up? If you don't
no,
love enough to give this up,
no.
then it's not really love. It's you like her a lot enough. You
And
like her
But
a
neither
I
of
lot.
don't
y'all will be
love it. But
happy.
I
You're
don't
gonna
love these
resent
other
her.
hoes neither. ADS. Like I'm not under no situation where or under the impression that I'm gonna go out here and find some other girl, bro. I don't love these hoes, bro. Excuse my language. I don't love these women, bro. Ain't nothing in my heart that could ever make. Call it a deficiency, call it a mental problem. I can never trust a female enough. Besides that woman. And
okay,
I know
so
it's
let me ask you this,
controversial.
Cam.
I
Let
can
me ask you
never
this.
trust a female enough to say I love you and I'm ready to give my life up for you, bro.
Oh, this is
Never,
toxic.
So
never.
so Cam, who did the most craziest shit? I'm waiting.
What you mean? Who
And,
did the
and,
most crazy?
and, and because for you to have that type of mentality, do you think it was from the time that you spent, or either do you have experience of you being that super duper good guy and it didn't turn out the way you want to?
I've been like that since I was younger, bro. And
Okay,
as I
okay.
grew older, I grew more cynical because I realized that the world revolves around money, and it's hard to really find a woman that love you for who you are. Are you gonna deal with my mental illness? Are you gonna deal when I'm turning the fuck up? Are you gonna be able to deal with who the fuck I really am without this money? Like, do you love me for me? And I
But does your
don't feel
wife?
like 99% of women will, bro. That's
But
just
Cam, does
me.
your wife?
She does. She
Yes, that's
does.
why she's still there.
Cam. Cam.
Yes,
And I'm
that's
not
why she's
saying
still
you
there.
should change for her. You need to change for you. Because this is toxic. Because if you change for her, you're going to end up resenting her. She's going to feel it. She's going to end up resenting you. You need to change for you. If you really think she is all that, if she is good enough to be your wife, there's got to be a switch, something. I'm not going to say go to therapy. I don't know what it's going to be for you. It might be like what ADS said, and she's going to have to leave. Either way, something has to switch in you for you to value her. And she also has to value herself.
Somebody
Boy,
This is
boy,
this is
asked,
boy.
toxic.
hold
Let
on,
me tell you, bro.
living humbly asked, what made you marry her, Cam? Did the love fade? I explained earlier that I just felt like whether I was right or wrong, bro, like I'm just speaking my heart and y'all can take it for what it is. I just felt like she was exactly who she said she was. And I felt like it was my duty as a man to marry her. I didn't understand the complexities of marriage. I didn't even really embody or understand the vows that I took. Like, them are things that it was just like a passing in time. I just felt like as a real nigga, it was on me to make her a wife, to do my duty because she kept it thorough. And
Damn.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, bro. Maybe
How
I'm
long
How
you
old is
been
she?
married, Cam?
how long? What?
How long you been married?
7 years.
And how
Brother,
old is
you're a
she?
grown man. When you
She
take those
exact
vows, brother,
same
you gotta
age.
know
Was
what
born the
those
same
are.
year.
You
Actually, she
play
a
with
little
other
older
people's
than me.
lives, brother,
She's
when you
older than
take those
you?
vows like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
play with other people's lives, man. We take them vows, man. Don't take them seriously, bro. That's on you, not her. You gotta take those
Mm.
vows
No,
seriously, my
hold on.
nigga.
It's on both of them. ADS. It's not. It's on both of them. Especially if Cam is saying she's
No, it's
older.
not, Ro.
It. Hold on, because y'all are not women. Yes, it
We
is on her.
winning. No, man, what's going on, man? Yeah, just
Because
like this. This
again,
is wild.
that's
What
why
you
I
mean?
said
If the
there's
woman,
something. Hold on. There's something in her as well. The same way, because broken people attract broken people. Let's also remember that.
that's
Whatever
not true.
brokenness is in Cam
That's not true.
and whatever brokenness is in her, yes, it is.
No, my
Yes,
wife
it
was as
is.
good as gold the whole time I was with her. It was me. I know the difference.
Mm.
See, you don't understand how light
Again.
skinned niggas work. They're
Oh
Doctor,
God,
Oh
not the
shit.
colorism
What's his
bullshit. Like I
name?
said, Cam,
Doctor
you're
Man, don't
Rose.
do
You
talking.
know how
that,
light
bro.
skinned niggas
Hey,
work. We do.
don't
Not
do
the
that,
light
bro.
skinned
I
niggas.
guess light
Lord
skinned
of
niggas are off my
Jesus.
plate.
Lord of Jesus. God
Well,
damn.
And I'm not. This isn't. I'm pouring my heart out, but I understand. Y'all. I think y'all ain't understanding that. I do understand that I'm wrong, but I have done everything that I feel is in my power to empower that woman. I believe it's a self-esteem issue in her, but I've done everything in my power to let
nope.
that woman know that I
Say that Rose
want
T was
to
wrong.
see her happy, whether that's
Mm.
with me or with someone else. And if she's not choosing to leave, what the fuck can I do, bro?
I told you,
Nah,
you don't want to do
it's
it.
some, yeah. I
Continue
mean, it's
doing
some
what you're
shit you
doing.
can, yeah,
Hey
cause
bro, let me ask you this: is it a sexual thing?
What you mean? With her or with
Like,
me?
well, are you sexually attracted to your wife?
Yes, my wife pretty.
nah,
All
she
right.
cool, Mr. Lister. He brought her to the show. I ain't gonna, I ain't trying to speak on that,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
good,
yeah,
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 yeah.
you good.
yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this: when you do step out, is it like after you bust a nut, like you good, or is it like
Absolutely. How Wayne said, it's like soon as I bust a nut. I mean, it's like soon as I come to my senses. It's
yeah,
exactly like that, bro. Like I'm not out here looking for another female for to try to build another life. I'm just
yeah?
sexually
Cause
attracted to other women.
yeah, the reason why I ask these questions, bro, cause I feel like if you could really narrow this shit down, cause it seems like you kind of got a open, honest, relationship with your wife, and y'all communicate. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty open. So I feel like if you can really narrow down what the fuck is wrong, like if you can do everything that's necessary within you to narrow down exactly what the problem is, maybe both of y'all can
I
help.
tell
It
you
could be
what,
because
Cam.
obviously she not going nowhere. You know what I mean? So maybe
I
she
tell
could
you what,
breathe.
Cam.
You know what I'm saying? Be proactive. You
But
know what I'm
you,
saying?
but you know what, Mr.
Cam.
Lister? I got you, ADS. Hold on one second. Let me say this, and you got it. I think if Cam is still sexually attracted to other women, then is she all in one? Like, can she like? Is she really all he want? Because some women come, some of them ain't got this, some of them ain't got
Drip,
this,
there
some of them got
is
this.
no, bruh, there
Okay,
is
all
not
right.
these women gonna get angry.
Oh, okay.
There is no one woman that I want, bruh. I could fucking marry Rihanna and I'm
Okay,
still gonna
okay.
want to sleep with Lauren London, bruh. It's
Yeah,
something
okay. So
wrong
yeah,
with
you need to
me,
get the fuck out
bruh.
the way.
You
You
hear me?
need to
It's
get the
something
fuck
wrong
out
with
the way.
me, bruh.
Cam, man,
Like
you
for
probably
Nigga,
need
what
to
you
real,
go
think
to
about
dog.
this shit?
counseling, bro. You might need to go to therapy, bro. Have a conversation and see what's going on with you. Because that's wild, man. That sounds like sex addiction mixed with some other shit. You might
What
need
I
to
don't
sit
know
down and
what
have
the
a
fuck it is.
conversation, bro, about that. Because that whenever you just having sex to be having sex, no saying it's not because no saying you find the woman, it's just simply attraction. But when you can't really control it like that, man, that could be a
now?
bigger issue. You
ADS,
might
he's
want to
saying
go to
that ain't
therapy.
no woman ain't no woman gonna make him stay down. That what he's saying.
Nan, Nan.
He said
Shit,
now one woman can hold him down.
I don't know. I just
That's
think
why
them
I
ain't
asked, did
met.
anybody hurt him or something like that? Like that
Cause I
woman that
know,
might have
like,
gave you
look at me, bro. I'm 40 years old, single, not married, no kids, nothing, and I'm cool. And the reason why I'm cool because I feel like the other dynamics of a relationship outside of sex, I'm not willing to do. So I ain't willing to fuck up nobody else's life if I'm not willing to change how I move. So that's why I feel like your dilemma is you got married, bro, before you was ready, my nigga. And now you're trying to figure out how the hell to move because the girl you married is a good girl, but unfortunately, you weren't ready to deal with this shit. And you dealing with a girl that ain't letting you out. But like the Rogue said, something gonna have to give. Something is gonna have to happen. And you as the man, I feel like you need to be more proactive and to try to figure this shit out for something turn for the worse.
Let me ask you
Because
something though,
at
Mr.
this rate, I don't think a marriage is sustainable. You 7 years in, shit, with
Let
this
me let
type of
me
issue, I don't know, bro.
let me ask you something though. If if how the fuck I say I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Vixen got me throwed off talking about you gay. Bitch, fuck your man, ho. What wrong with
I
you?
need a drop really quick. I just wanted to say thank you to Drip for, showing my video. Thank you to you,
No, for sure.
gentlemen, for having such a thought provoking conversation. I'm happy that, conversations can be had. I got to go do homework. I'll see y'all in
All
the
right.
chat.
Respect,
You
respect.
say never gonna end
Salute,
today.
OC.
This nigga stupid.
No, they be trying a nigga talking about some other shit talking about you can, because I can't like I'm trying to be as honest as I can and then they just attack you, bro. It's
That's how it
crazy,
go.
dog.
But King,
Like
you
what the
are
fuck?
you 38 now, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like you 21, 22 years old. You made a decision in your 30s. You got to buck up. You know what I'm saying? You just got this woman out here, you know what I'm saying? And she love you, bro. And she believed what you said when you told her that you loved her. You can't just leave her, you know what I'm saying? Right now, brother, I
Oh,
find
that's
it,
not
I find
true.
this more about her than you. You know what I'm saying? Because
But
at
if
the
I'm
end of the day, she deserves a little better than that.
ADS, I'm comfortable. I respect what you're trying to say, but if I want to see the best for her, and I've tried to have these difficult conversations with her, and I've tried to tell her, bro, I'm not capping, bro. Like this ain't me trying to cuff no pussy, bro. It's too much. As much as I love my wife, box, it's too much box out here for me to just be, oh, that shit's all mine. I want to fucking see that woman happy. And if I've had that conversation with her and she's still just clutching on, I don't know what the fuck I can do, bro. And to Mr. Lister point, bro, if it's working and I'm happy right now and she don't want to leave, do you want me to respectfully, you want me to put pressure on it and just put my life in disarray for the shit? If it's working, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what more can I do, dog? I ain't no fuck
Right.
nigga, bro. I'm not finna sit here and say this girl no dreams. Like, I'm not in her ear. Oh, I love you. You the only woman out.
You
She know
already did that,
exactly
Cam.
what
You
the
Listen,
already
fuck
did
it
that.
is,
uh,
bro.
Oh, he
And
I was
she's
did.
about.
staying, my nigga.
Listen, I was about to say, man. You sitting over here explaining it to us, man. Look, if your life peaceful, fuck what the fuck we gotta think
That
Hey,
about.
part.
Fuck the fuck
Yes,
they
hey,
gotta
sir.
think
that's what
about.
I've been.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
sir.
look,
That
I
part.
mean, what
That
the
look.
fuck
part.
you
I
do?
just
You
wanted
get the
some
fuck
male
this
insight, Trey. I
responsibility.
just wanted some male insight, bro. That's all, bro.
Nah, it's like
I
you
was
gonna get the male insight, bro. You gonna get the insight from everybody because it's critics and and it's people that what's the word I'm looking for? Not accept, but I would
They
say
get it.
that's okay with what you got going on. Who
Yeah.
understand what you got going on?
I was,
You see what
but
I'm saying?
you
So
understand what
you,
he got going on. He old enough to know what he got going on. She a
but
grown
see,
ass goddamn man.
but
If it's
see,
working for him, it's
I
working
understand
for him.
what he,
He sitting
I
over here,
understand what he
sitting
got
over
going
here
on. You know
trying to
why?
lie
Because
to him
I'm
like he
not the
like
motherfucker
20
dealing with
years
it.
old, like he newlywed, like he a newlywed or something. Like he a 20-year old newlywed, and he have nah, bro. He a grown ass man.
I
He
see
know
what I'm
Right?
what he
saying. I
doing.
ain't trying to
He know
focus
what
on
she
the
doing.
comments, but this what I
It
be
ain't
talking about.
no, it ain't
This
nothing
why
but
men
Nah.
can't have
baby
these
face.
conversations because women really just don't understand. Talking about he is literally over here complaining. I'm literally over here on a panel with 6 or 7 other gentlemen. There was just
Right.
one female. I'm trying to get into the mind and understand, am I truly fucked up? And what are some rational other male figures opinions on this woman? This isn't, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to understand what the fuck is wrong with me. So in the end here, I'm trying to figure out how I can fix this, and whether I go about that or not, at least I'm looking at the avenues in order to do that. Fuck is you talking about? Respectfully.
See,
I f-
I,
but see,
I mean,
I
I
I was kind of
asking
in
you,
the
dog,
same
if you want to
situation
know
you
what's
was
wrong
in.
with you,
hold
know
on,
what's wrong
one
with
mic, y'all.
you. You want to know what's wrong with you? You know
Boss
what's
man,
wrong
you got it
with
next. Go ahead,
you. You
Trey.
got wayward dick. That's all it is. It's order. That's all
Bro,
it
this
is.
nigga ain't
Hey,
shit.
yeah, no, bro.
Go ahead, boss man. You got it, bro.
No, I was saying I was kind of in the same situation as him, to an extent. We wasn't married or anything like that, but we had decided that once we did get married, that I would, stop fucking with everybody else, or I would stop. Once I realized that I would stop fucking with everybody else, then I would marry her. You see what I'm saying? And she's
Mm,
still around to this day.
mm.
And I've been knowing this chick since we was like 6, 7, 8 years old, bro.
On
And
my
So
end,
so,
who are
that's a
you
little
to
different.
judge him? You was out here, you feel what I'm saying? Wherever you
hey, when
laid
did I
your
judge
head
him?
was your home. You feel what I'm
When did I judge him?
saying? Rolling
Fuck.
Stone,
Rolling Stone, you hear
Big
me?
Bible out
When
here.
did
You
I
let
judge
these
him?
boys try to hit my
But
mans with the but
Hold on, hold on. When did I judge him?
but you got the you got the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother. You got to get it right. You got to get it right. Man, look, you know how long it took for your man,
crazy.
man. Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. Look, y'all out here trying to get these
Hold on, Trey.
100% life for real, for
Hold
real.
on, calm
God,
down. Because when
man,
did
look,
I judge him? Or
you
was
guys
I the
trying to
person saying that was his situation and can't nobody tell him what to do?
you can't. You just got you
But
gotta let him live his life. You just gotta be like, you know what? Hats up to you, big dog. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I mean,
now on this one, I'm with a Vixen when she say therapy, right? Therapy helped me out, man, in my head, bro. I was kind of
Mm,
fucked up too. I was doing shit kind of foul, and I couldn't figure out why I was doing it. I went to therapy, man. They broke it down. It took me a couple years, but once I got out, I got right. I figured out what was going on. It was me the whole time. I just didn't want to give up what I was doing to be with, saying my ex-wife at the time, man. And it was
mm,
like super. I mean, let me tell you when it cost me. It wasn't with the other chicks I was kicking it with. It's when I hit a friend. That's when it cost me.
mm.
That's when
Damn.
it came back on me, right? She caught up
See,
with that.
Hit
That's
the
when it
oh,
got
you
see,
hard.
were
friend.
but
being
see though, Eddie,
disrespectful.
yes.
You being
See,
disrespectful.
respectfully, I'm a dog,
You hit on
but
her
like
friend. Yeah.
I got
Shit,
principles, my
I
nigga.
done did worse.
I
I done hit
never,
two
and
sisters.
dog, I done
That's
had
not
her
what we
cousins
talking
hit
about
on
right now.
me. I done had her homegirls. I never smashed one of her homegirls. I never smashed one of her family members, and I never ever smashed one of her coworkers, bro. That's just in me, bro. Like I know there's rules to this shit, bro. Like that's
Not on
just me
purpose,
though.
anyway.
That ain't gonna happen, big dog. That
Yeah.
ain't never
Well,
gonna
hey, that
happen.
might be your safety net right there, because as long as it don't touch that, she said she's good with it. But I would go to therapy. If you want to know what's wrong with you, go to therapy, figure that out. And at least you understand what's going on, right? Versus, saying you just going around, saying feeling a certain way, but not knowing what it is. At least understand it if you know saying if you're gonna do it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
The thing about therapy though is that he gotta want to go. You can suggest him going to therapy, but he gotta want to go. That's the thing. You gotta get in your mindset that you want to go to therapy, and then go make the contribution and take your ass there.
Mm.
You can say all day, "Oh, I'm going to therapy. I'm going to therapy," but nigga, therapy to some niggas is in a bottle
Yeah.
or a little bit of ganja, huh?
I
Or a little bit
appreciate
of
you,
this
bro.
or a little bit of that, or maybe
Say
even going
ganja.
back out there and hitting the bitches that you been hitting.
He
This is
say
my thing. Hey, this is
ganja.
my thing. This is my thing with therapy, bro. This is my thing with therapy,
See what
right?
I'm saying?
And I'm
He
not
not telling us everything.
yeah,
That's what I keep
I'm
saying.
not shooting down anybody that wants to go to therapy. I just feel like every human being is different and complex. And when we're
Right.
talking about therapy, and this goes back to my crazy ass mind, but I feel like therapy is a way, maybe not marriage therapy, but therapy, speaking to a psychiatrist, is a way to adjust you to a system that was not designed for us in the first place. I'm not gonna go speak to an imperialistic minded therapist on how I should adjust to a system that was never
We
designed for
talk
me in the
about.
fucking first in the
Let me
first
give you
So
an
place.
example,
hold on.
Cam, of something you should look into. You know what I'm saying? We talk about gun violence in the black community. We talk about this, that, and the other. You know the leading cause of black man death? They won't go see the doctor. They won't. That doctor don't know me. That doctor don't know my body. That doctor don't know this. That doctor don't know that. But yet that doctor's still alive and got other people living, and these niggas is going to get packed up in caskets. A therapist is a doctor. Go see your doctor.
That's real.
Maybe all right. Maybe you're right.
Again,
I think random chat friend is right, bro. You got married before you was ready. Period. Point blank. And you just did that. Now the girl was good. She was a good girl, and you felt like you was forced into it. I understand, but shit, that's your problem, bro. I ain't trying to be funny,
facts.
Real
but
talk.
Facts.
that's on you. That's on you, nigga. You gotta figure that shit out. You shouldn't have let no girl. I don't give a damn how good she is. She could be a goddamn saint, but you marrying her was not the answer. And I felt like you kind of married her because you ain't want no other nigga to have because she was that good. And you felt like, bro, I got a girl and lock this down, bro. Shit, this shit rare. But if you weren't ready, bro, that ain't right. Period. You
I
know,
think
you weren't ready to marry her, even though she was good. You know, you weren't ready for that shit.
Mister,
She,
respectfully, this ain't me gassing up, bro. This real talk. I did not marry her to lock her down to try to save her from other niggas, bro. And I know a lot of niggas probably gas when they, bro. I could give a fuck less, bro. I am blessed. I am blessed. God, thank you. I am blessed in every aspect. I did not marry her for that. I married her because I feel like I'm retarded when I'm speaking to y'all, because maybe I am, bro. But I married her because I just felt like that was my duty, bro. Like she kept it thorough with a nigga. And the
you said
least
that was
I
your
could do,
what?
that was my duty. She kept it
Okay.
thorough with me. Like she kept everything she fucking said was true. Like she was who she presented herself in a world where people lie and misrepresent themselves and they not who they are. The least I could do was court her correctly. It had nothing to do with worrying about her being with another nigga, bro. That's on my fucking soul, bro.
Respect,
Ooh,
bro.
I tell you what,
Respect.
brother.
I
Us
feel you.
light skinned Negroes, bro, and this Elder Bar shit, brother. That shit killer for real, nigga. We not gonna eat hope. That my goodness. They say light skin went outside. No. Dark skin just never got back in the game.
Nah,
We
you
ain't never
crazy as
stopped.
hell, boy.
We ain't never
You
stopped.
ashamed if you think that.
I don't know, but it definitely wasn't like I said, bro. It's not. She's a good looking woman, and I know she could be happy, and I want her to be happy, but it had nothing to do with trying to lock her down, bro. It's just maybe I had a misconception, maybe I was wrong in my thinking, and I led the wrong way. It was just like she presented to me who she really was, and she did not lie. And I felt like it was the least that I could do to court her correctly, even if I went about it the wrong way, bro.
Hmm,
Yeah.
I feel
So
you on
let
that.
me ask you
She
this,
good,
man.
bro.
How long
What
you
up, Miss
been
Joy?
banging? How long you been banging other chicks? Was it before you got married, or it's been a continual thing like
Nigga, it's
before?
about 3 months after I got married, bro.
So before
3
when you was
months.
like,
Wow.
3 months.
so how about
Eh,
before though? Like, I mean, have you had a problem with this before this
No,
girl?
no. When I first met her, it was the butterflies in the stomach. It was like the real, like this my baby. You know what I'm talking about. Like you just
Yeah,
in that pussy every minute.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
how it was. Like we were fucking 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, like as much as we could fuck. And
Right.
then it just kind of got to the point where I just wanted something else.
Damn.
mm, well, I don't know, Shanika down. Shanika, what you think about this? If you're down there,
Wow. Sorry you had to go through that.
she must have.
What?
But that kind of,
Sorry, he
first of
had.
all,
What do you
salute to
mean?
everybody.
He
But
had
that kind of begs the question.
What?
What up, H&M?
What up,
Yeah, that kind of
H&M?
begs the question. Oh, what's good? What's good, Shanika? But that kind of begs the question. I did a show talking about the whole phase and should women go through it. So now that begs the question: should women as well as men go through what's called a whole phase before they settle down with somebody? Or you think that's just too far fetched to say for just one person?
No,
H and
fuck
M.
no.
I
You
don't
The
got
only
think it's
problem is,
that's
man,
what
Cam
I'm
whole
saying.
phase ain't never gonna be over. You're not hearing
yeah.
what
I
he's
don't
saying.
think it's a. I
Right.
don't think it's a whole phase, brother. I don't think it's like I need to get the sick. I did think that at first, like maybe I was still on the hunt and I missed out on a lot locked up. It's just that I don't feel that any human bro, I don't trust my mama, bro. There's no human that I can connect with on that level to where I can give myself spiritually, mentally, everything to them and just be completely dependent on them and them dependent on me. There's nobody in this fucking world, bro. Maybe that's why God
You
ain't give
sure
me
about that?
children, respectfully. Yeah, maybe that's why God said I ain't ready for children, bro. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it happened, bro. There's no human that I feel that connection with, never in my fucking life, bro.
Boy, you sound worse than me when I was younger. Shit.
No, it's a level of detachment, man. I went through that too for a long time. Say it's like I don't know what it is, man, but it feels like say you don't really feel people like that. You just don't. Right? You could be, say they can love you to death, but you be like, I like you. It's something I think we all kind of go through, but we kind of got to work with, right? I mean, I'd say this, Cam. You give it 2 or 3 years, you give it, say a couple years, I guarantee you, once your shit die down, you're gonna feel a little different. And you might want her back. So it'd be best to go ahead proactively try to resolve this now if you can, because you get that type of girl you talking about, you gonna miss her when she gone. I'm just keeping it real. You gonna miss her.
Shanika, what you think?
Have you spoken with her about this?
Yes, ma'am. Several times. Shanika, I've told her. I don't know if he was
So
here
now
for
y'all finna get a divorce, or what y'all finna do?
she don't want to divorce me. We just went through back in when I left in May. So we had went through like 2 months of not talking, and she would continuously hit me up, and I would eventually cave in. Like I want to see her happy, Shanika. I know people don't believe that because they cynical and they that nigga. Bruh, if she met a nigga right now, God cross my heart, hope to die. Would I be hurt? Of course. But to see her happy would make me happy because that's not a happiness I can provide for her, bruh.
So you plan on filling out the paperwork or no?
She won't let me fill out the paperwork. If I send the divorce papers, she won't sign them. I've tried it.
Cam, you got your real good girl, brother. Be careful of this. Be real careful, because you might not get another one quite like her. And you get
You
a
need
couple
to
of these
leave her alone.
you get a couple of these Marquitas out here. You gonna learn. You gonna
That's
learn.
what I said, Shanika. Just
You
leave
need to
that,
leave her
leave her
the fuck
alone.
alone, because if she's sitting there
Well,
being fucking solid to you and you just don't fucking want her, leave her
get
the
out.
fuck alone.
Get
Get
out,
the
But
fuck.
bro.
how?
If you have
Get
to, if
out.
you have to, if you have to intentionally time it to where she's coming home at 5:00 and you in there at 4:59 fucking the shit out of a bitch, whatever you got to do to make her not want to be with you anymore, then I suggest go ahead and do that. Just going to get disrespectful and make her help nudge her to get up out of there, because clearly she fuck with you way more than you fuck with her. And I don't mean that in no kind of disrespectful way. I'm just
No,
saying clearly the
I
love that
understand
she
what
has for you is just
Let me
ridiculous,
ask
and
you
it's
this,
just some
Cam.
bullshit that a bitch could be as thoroughbred as she want to be and stand up for you and have your back, and then it's still not enough. And it's like, God damn.
Cam, have you filed papers,
Yep.
Cam? Have you
I
went
don't
down and
file
filed
papers.
papers?
Listen, I've never been caught in the act. I've never been caught in the act. But we live in a
Not in the act, nigga.
never in the act,
Damn.
but we live in a very gossipy building, and they hate a nigga, bro, because she come from good stock. Like we not even supposed to be staying in that building. Like I'm a real hood ass nigga. She come from a real middle class. One of her family in government and shit like that. So like she come from a good family. The neighbors, the guards, we have guards downstairs. Then told this woman that they done seen women coming up to the apartment. She don't care. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do. Am I
Cam,
wrong? I know you angry, Shanika. Am I wrong? Yes, I'm wrong. And I want to see that. Well, what the fuck can I do?
trust me.
I gotta be completely honest. Like I do have a somewhat biased opinion, right? Because I done been there. You know what I'm saying? And that shit sucks donkey balls when you sit there and you put everything out online for somebody and they don't, and they make it very clear that they don't feel the same way about you. and then you still fuck with them anyway because of the love that you have for them. And it's probably I can't even really say for her what it is that's making her want to stay. She probably just don't want to have to admit that she fucking chose wrong. She don't want to have to admit that the person that she thought fucked with her really doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Because you showed her that you fuck with her, and you even went to the extent of marrying her to show her that you fuck with her, and all that shit was a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she just don't want to have to accept that and then go back to being alone and lonely and having to admit to the family, like, yeah, so I'm single again. Like, a lot of women don't want to have to do that. And we stick around and shit, and we should have left a long fucking time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you need to say or do whatever you need to say or do to convince her to go ahead and sign them fucking papers, because like that's just that shit is not gonna end up good. Because if she fuck with you on that level to the point where she know you fucking other bitches and she still want to stick around, that can become very dangerous for you and her and everybody else around y'all.
It really can.
Y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all don't understand. Playing with people's emotions it never ends up positive.
Hey, Cam, what nationality?
And you know what you're doing? Give me
Out
one
of
second. You know
curiosity.
what you're doing?
What nationality?
You making you giving us black
Oh
men
yeah, brother. She's a keeper. That's Asian, right?
One mic.
No, that's South America, brother.
What?
That's South America.
Okay.
You giving us
She's
the
South
black,
American?
giving us black brothers' name, but we ain't shit all over again. It's your fault. You the reason why we ain't shit. You is. You. I'm blaming you.
Say that. This a me problem, bro. Like, this a me problem, and I'm opening up to
See,
y'all.
he's
'cause
owning
like
up
I
to it.
said, bro, I really wanna understand what the fuck is going on, and I've tried several things, but other than what Shanika said, just let her catch me fucking, which I mean, close to that, I've already done. I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. And at
You
the same
said
time, I am a little
Or
selfish.
the therapy.
you
Hold on, I
said she
am a little
want
Therapy,
selfish.
Cam.
yeah,
Get you
you
some
said she
therapy,
want to
Cam.
accept you said she want to accept the poly thing, right?
She will not. The polygon, no, she will not accept that.
Well,
She
put
told me
that
I
as an ultimatum then. Either you accept it or what's she gonna do?
she not. We
Bro,
not
this
gonna talk.
shit sounds crazy, bro. I ain't gonna
Listen,
hold you.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna tell
Get
you
some
that.
I
therapy.
mean, what's the
Bro,
ultimatum
I done
though?
this
tried
sounds
several
I'm
things.
just saying,
crazy.
what's the
A
ultimatum
Hold
tutorial
though?
on
on,
how to
Hold up, hold up.
tutorial on how to
Y'all
divorce your
Brother,
wife
talking
is
with
brother.
wild.
Clearly, you're
one
not
mic,
ready.
one mic,
Oh, my
one
bad.
mic,
Sorry.
hold on. Y'all talking
Let me
with
say this real quick.
a lot
one
of
mic,
y'all
one mic,
talking
one
with a
mic, one
lot
mic.
of solutions, and I've tried them.
No, I feel you, Cam.
But
Hold
what
on.
done happened was, hold on,
Go,
what done happened was that we will not talk for a week or whatever, and I won't be the one to reach out. She will constantly reach out, and that's the selfish part of me. It's kind of like, damn, she done hit me up 30 times. A
Nah,
week done
Cam, you
passed.
caving in. You
I
can't
am.
cave in though.
I
That's the
am.
see. That's where
Cam,
the toxic shit go right there because you caving in. So
I'll
now
give you
it's
this
more
real.
of like, hold on one second. Let me holler at my boy Cam because y'all been cutting up the whole show. Let me just say this real quick to Cam. So Cam, it
I'll go
seems like,
next.
bro, that's cool. When I first met you, bro, and Shanika can vouch, she was here too. Nigga, you talk so highly of this woman. And let me just cook for a second. You talk so highly of this woman. You brought her to the show. You introduced us to the woman and everything. She didn't really speak good English, but the fact that you were bold enough to show your woman, you was goddamn bold enough to say you was mad. And you, like I say, bro, we on the goddamn panel with you. We hearing nigga water crash up against the rocks. We like, nigga, where the fuck you at? You somewhere in goddamn somebody's country, goddamn nigga. You on the beach laying out, goddamn doing your thing and everything. So I'm trying to figure out where it went wrong, or like I said, you being a hood nigga and her being a different race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it hit different. Like, bro, you know, you might be well. Like I said, I don't know what happened in the past that got you just thinking that you just can't be with one woman, bro. But at the end of the day, Cam, you don't want to make this good girl a bad girl, bro. You don't want to do that. Like if you gon' and like if you say you told her all this shit that you don't want to do this and do that, and she's still hitting you, bro, you can't cave in because at the end of the day, you like telling her that you don't want this, but she not letting it go. You know what I'm saying? So let me just give y'all context. She's not a black woman. Everybody thinking she a black woman, so y'all giving y'all crazy opinions. No, she is from somewhere else. And Cam really got the advantage because she don't really speak good English. But he might can understand her. But at the end of the day, I think Cam, you might want to just, I mean, shit, bro. I would say just send the papers to her and just see what she. I mean, that's all you can do, bro. It just do what you're supposed to do and just send her the papers and you know, hopefully she sign them. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, I ain't never heard you talk bad about the chick. Never,
Ain't
never.
I
nothing
haven't
bad
either.
about her, bro.
Cam,
She's a real good woman, bro. That's
I'll
what I'm
drop
Yeah.
saying.
after this and get out of y'all way, let y'all figure this out. But I just want you to be aware, brother, that you talking to a panel full of unlicensed, unmarried
Oh
niggas, and you
shit.
ask them what your
That's true
problem
too.
is.
That's true, Cam. I mean, ADS, you right.
Go find yourself a therapist. These niggas ain't gonna lead you nowhere because they don't know where to go. Find yourself a
There's only
therapist.
so much we can do.
I need a
I'm
male
just saying,
therapist, 'cause I'm gonna end up
like
smashing the
dog
female
her.
therapist, bro.
I'm just saying, just don't dog eye. That's all I'm saying. Just don't dog eye. But you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, hey, we can't tell you right or wrong. Like ADS say, we ain't licensed, but I'm just trying to get you to
I'm definitely
think
not
like,
qualified.
yeah, just don't dog eye to where like now she broken and all that type of shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, I ain't never seen a woman who turned down that shit like that in real time. And I always hear about it, but I've never just witnessed it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, nah, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. And you got to deal with me. No, the fuck I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I wouldn't like just be so disrespectful to where you just
I'm not trying to
make it
be
all bad. I got you.
disrespectful.
I
You
got
know
you.
what I mean? Like that's not my intent. I know
Right.
it may seem like I'm heartless, bro, but I swear to God, I'm not trying to be I realize what I got, but I realize the problem inside myself, and I just don't want to correct it. And you hit on something when you said maybe I just need to force it and just not cave in or whatever. But it's hard. It's hard when it's kind of like she just keep coming back and shit. I'm not trying to purposefully use her, but at the same time, damn, my nigga needs someone to talk to. Ain't nobody got the history that we got. Ain't no bitch I'm gonna meet on the street tomorrow gonna have the same history that I got. Where I can't have the same conversations with a bitch like that. So it's kind of hard to reject those conversations. And if you start up those conversations, even if we start off like I say when we broke it off for a little while, like you know, we would act like we were friends and stuff like that. And then she'll end the conversation with te amo, which means I love you and shit like that in Spanish. It's hard to not get back into that. Does that make sense? Like I'm being dragged back. It's not her fault. It's me caving in, but it's an easy cave in, Drip. It's an easy cave in, bro.
Yeah,
I
Cam.
understand.
I mean,
I
I
understand
mean,
where
to
you're
your
coming from,
credit,
Cam. You just gotta stop answering the phone when she called, because every time you answer, you're giving her the impression that y'all still have a chance to make it work. And if you really care about her, you'll stop answering, send the paperwork, and after a while, she'll get the hint. It's going to take us some time, and she might be broken still as a result of it, but you're going to have to stop answering. And trust me, I get it. I know how it feels to have developed a relationship with somebody where you feel like that's your best friend and you want to talk to them about everything going on in your life. But once they show you that they don't want you, eventually it'll start to sink in and you'll be like, all right. And you'll move the
Shanika.
way that you're supposed to
Man,
move.
I
Hold
was
on,
You
Shanika,
keep
Shanika.
answering
Hold
the
on,
phone. You can't be
Shanika.
her friend. You can't be her friend.
I got to stop caving in, but I'm gonna give you an example. Y'all gonna say, "Damn, you's a fuck nigga for caving in," but it is what the fuck it is. Right hand of God. We had separated for I want to say like a month, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna travel to Asia this time. I'm gonna just try to get myself together. I was out in Vietnam. I was chilling. I wake up one morning and I get an email from I forget the service she had used. It wasn't Expedia or something. It's like one of them it's one of them apps from her country or whatever. I wake up one morning, they tell me I got a plane ticket from Vietnam back to Guayaquil. So I already fucking knew without a question that she had bought that plane ticket. Like I wake up, I see the reservation. It had me out for like 3 or 4 days out, and I see the plane ticket from Vietnam to Guayaquil, and I immediately call her. And I know it's easy to say like, oh, but you gotta stop caving in. But you got that shit make a nigga feel good, bro. Like, what you want me to do? Like somebody, I appreciate it, and I know I'm not willing to change, but like, who the fuck gonna do that? Who the fuck gonna ship a nigga from Asia back to South America because they love a nigga so much? Like, I know it's what I need to do, but I just can't, bro. And who the fuck gonna do shit like that? She gonna do it. So it's hard for me to just let go. It's easy for y'all to say, but it's hard for me to let go.
One
I
of those
understand what
easier
you're
said
saying,
than
but if
done
you
type
really truly
situations,
care,
right?
So
if you really
therefore,
truly care about her, like dead ass, if you genuinely give a fuck about her and her well-being and her mental state, every time she call you, or if she send a plane ticket, that don't mean you got to take that flight. You gonna have to you gonna have to put that guard up and that wall up, and you gonna have to ignore everything. And I understand that it's gonna bother you, it's gonna hurt, but you can't keep falling for it. Every time you fall for it, that shit just gonna make it worse. And I understand that, whatever, easier said than done, but you're gonna have to get them cojones and you're gonna have to stop responding to that shit, because you responding is making her think that you still have a chance.
Hey, hold on. Travel One say no one can verify this story. Okay, check this out. Let's bet.
What?
I'll put wifey number in the fucking chat right now. You can hit her up on WhatsApp and you can verify this story
you
for
better not do that.
$1,000. Hold on,
Don't do
for
that. Don't do that.
I
$1,000
wouldn't do
on
that if
Drip
I
Don't
was
do
Cash
you,
App.
bro.
that. Hell
On Drip Cash,
no.
I need
For
a.
the
Fuck
I don't
record,
give a
I
no.
fuck.
recommend you
Hey,
don't do
Bro.
I
that.
Don't do
Bruh,
that, bro.
listen to me. I'm so confident in this shit. I don't give a fuck. If
It's
a
not about that.
$1,000 to Drip
No,
Cash App,
don't
Drip,
disturb
I
her
need
like that.
200.
Don't
You can
disturb
keep
her
the other
peace.
80%.
Don't disturb her peace.
$1,000 to Drip Cash App. I
Hell no.
will drop her fucking WhatsApp in the thing, and you can verify
Cam,
she sent me a plane ticket from Asia to
This ain't
motherfucking
worth
South America
$1,000,
to bring
bro.
a nigga back. Fuck is you talking about, bro? You think I'm on here
This ain't
just
worth
talking to talk, goof
$1,000.
ass bitch?
Piece ain't worth
Excuse me.
$1,000, bro. Her piece ain't worth $1,000. It ain't worth that,
Come
dog.
on,
She
man.
already suffering enough. We don't gotta involve her in this. But I
yeah,
understand how you feel and why you responded the way that you did. I don't think that, it's necessary to hurt her any more than to have some random ass stranger calling her questioning about a relationship and she don't know us from a can of paint.
yeah.
But
I was,
I can go ahead.
yeah, I was just saying, man. I don't know who this Travel One person is, but that person needs to shut the fuck up because they don't know, they don't understand your situation. You ain't got to prove shit to this person. You ain't got to prove shit to any of us, really. We can take your word for it. You ain't got to prove anything to me or anybody else on this panel, but we understand. At least you're holding yourself accountable. At least you're not blaming her for all this. I'm just saying.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
Fuck
whatever.
them niggas, man.
Exactly.
Hey, look, you know what the fuck going on, man. You making all us black niggas look like we ain't shit. And that's all that is. All I got to
There
say.
you go, Trey.
That's all I got to say. I ain't
Come
got
on,
nothing
Trey.
else.
There you go.
I mean, to be fair, this is what they complain about in this community.
Exactly.
So,
We sit here and we be honest with y'all and vulnerable with y'all, and then for what? Just to still get stabbed in the fucking back.
And this is why I say bad men and bad women are byproducts. We are all byproducts of somebody from something. So this is a prime example of that. Maybe someone did him dirty when he was, I don't know, in the past. I'm not saying this applies to him, but I'm just saying, based on what I see and hear, someone did you dirty in the past. Now you want to spread that pain to other people. That happened. What they say, hurt people or some shit like that. Yeah.
And then they say some people just fucked up.
I don't want.
Well, there's that too.
I don't want my attitude to reflect on other people because I know I'm a singular case, and I
It
hope
does,
that
though.
this
No, you're
conversation.
not.
Clearly,
No, you're
Cam is
I
the
am a
latter.
singular
No,
case.
you're
I
not.
don't want
No,
this.
you're not.
Clearly, Cam is not the latter.
One bad apple can affect the whole bunch. You
I
ain't
don't
heard
want.
that?
I don't want this conversation. My apologies, Drip. And my apologies, Trey, if I'm making all black men look this way. This is not my intent. I was trying to be open. I was trying to explain my situation. I understand that all black men are not, all
No,
men,
you
period,
good. You
are not
good.
like
You
this.
good. You good.
It's
You
just
good.
something that I felt like I could open up about and have a dialogue about. And now I feel like an asshole because this goofy bitch. You my language.
No,
Nah,
you
you're
good.
not an
I
asshole.
understand.
No, hell no, you good. You came up here, you been honest and transparent. You feel me? That's all you can be. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I'm just be the same way. You feel what I'm saying? It just make us look bad. That's all. Hey, you know what I know it. We ain't got. Hey, that's just the truth.
Yeah.
I just think these type of stories are necessary for women to hear so that they cannot blame themselves whenever a relationship turns sour. Because a lot of times they feel like it's something that they did wrong, and then they start looking at themselves and it's like, nah. Sometimes you can do everything that you're supposed to do, and the shit just don't work out. That don't make either one of y'all a bad person. It's just how the shit go.
You're not compatible, in other words.
You're not well, yeah. I mean, if that's what it is, then fine. You're not compatible. That could be what it is. But I'm just saying, a lot of times people think that their efforts should get them somewhere, and it's like, nah, it don't get you no fucking where. You can do everything fucking right and still get shitted on. And I mean, that's just a part of
Absolutely.
life. Like, so you're not no asshole, but actually being brave enough to say the shit out loud. I respect you more for actually admitting it, because most of these niggas will sit here and lie in your face and make you think that they love you, and they fucking don't. And they will never let go. They keep
True.
just breadcrumbing you and giving you little piece here, little piece there. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Just be saying whatever the fuck you want to hear, instead of actually keeping it a stack with you and just saying like, nah, I don't really fuck with
Wow.
you like that, but I want this from you, or whatever the case may be, or I just don't want to let go because I enjoy our friendship, or whatever the case may be. So you're being honest with her as well as with yourself about where you are and what you want. It's just a matter of getting both of y'all on the same page so that she doesn't turn into something that will be a detriment to herself and the people around her.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
It should be
Like
a lot
Shanika said,
different. It should be a lot different if you weren't married, bro.
it really
That's the
would.
thing. It's just
At
you
least he
married
owned
to
up
make
to it. Not every man can say that. Not every man can come up here and just tell this story and own up to their fuckery. That's why on my shows,
lot
while I do
don't.
talk about what women need to do, yes, I will talk about what we as men need to do. It ain't just men, it ain't just women, it's men too. I tell men, you got a good thing going with a good woman, don't fuck it up with no goddamn temporary pleasure. And if you know you're not fit for marriage, just don't do it. Don't violate the sanctity of marriage by getting with a good chick who's doing right by you, but you want to fuck her over because you want to go out there and hang with the 304s for the streets. No. Do what you want when you're single, but when you're married, all bets are off. That goes for both the woman and the man. Nobody should be doing this kind of shit if they're dedicated to the almighty high and want to settle with one person. But unfortunately, I have to face the truth that it ain't for everybody. Everybody can't do it. Not all of us can do it.
One thing I
It's just
know is that,
interesting
like,
because they always talk about how women are so quick to leave and how we always give up and this, that, and the
What's talking
other.
about?
And it's like, this is proof that that's really not always the case. It ain't always
It
women
ain't
just
all.
wanting to leave and just, throw a relationship in the garbage.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of women that do that, but again, you got to look at it on both sides. I hear stories of women who just want to divorce just because they're bored with the husband. They want to collect all his earnings, but then you got some cases where the man pushes the woman out of the relationship. So it happens on both ends.
I just felt like, you could take what you want. They could label me a bad guy. They could clip this. They could do whatever the fuck they want. But how I really feel is, and this ain't Shanika, I'm not proud of myself. I'm not saying like I'm that nigga. But one thing I ain't never gonna do, bruh, is I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna, whether it be my wife or future women, my intentions are always gonna be clear, and my intentions, what I'm doing is always gonna be clear. I ain't gotta fake the funk with no woman, bro. If this what I'm doing and this what it is, it's just what the fuck it is. Like I ain't gotta lie to you to keep you around. Either you gonna fuck with me the long way or you not, and that's just how I feel about it.
I feel you. I feel you, Cam. You gotta do what's best for you, G. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you on that one. You gotta just do what's best for you, bro. I mean, it might not be the easiest thing, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, G. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, this whole process can be, it can be good, it can be bad. But at the end of the day, I think you should really make a decision, bro, because it's like you kind of. I'm not saying that you stringing her along because you definitely telling her, but clearly she ain't trying to hear that shit. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't just dog eye it and be disrespectful just so she can let go. I would just do it the proper way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just if you serious about this divorce, just goddamn, shit, send just try to file the papers.
I don't like this. This is a tutorial on how to divorce your wife. This is
What now?
crazy work.
A tutorial,
So,
really?
I don't know what to tell him. Shit, I'm over here stuttering. I'm trying to figure out like because bro, I don't want to just dog her out just so you know what I'm saying. She can stop messing with him. That sounds crazy too. But like if she telling them no, I mean I don't know. I'm about out. Okay, it's cool. I don't know. Cam. Like I say, this different. I ain't never been divorced. I ain't never had a divorce. And then you dealing with a person that's on the other side of the world, Craig, and I feel all that. I just don't think you should dog out to make her leave you. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to make sure I'm clear that I was being facetious when I said get disrespectful. My genuine, opinion on the situation is that you just need to stop all communications with her and just send the paperwork. And
I
after a while,
think
I think that she'll accept.
Nah, I think that's honestly, Drip. I'm gonna keep it funky, bro. This ain't me riding Shanika dick, bro. This real talk. I feel like that might be the only way to make her. I have to make her hate me to leave, bro. Because I've tried everything else. Maybe I need
No,
to try. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I
I
don't
feel like
think
she might
making
be right, bro.
I don't think making her hate you is going to work. You at least need to leave on a somewhat pseudo positive note. Like at least she can say, "Oh, he was a good man, even though we didn't work out." Don't leave a bad taste in her mouth where she can say, "Well, he was a dumb piece of shit anyway." Americans, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. I know
But
it's
the good
hard.
man
I know it's
part,
hard,
but
but
the good
I recommend
man
you don't
part
do that.
might. But ADS, Hustle and Muscle, the good man part might be is what's keeping her around. Like that might be what's giving her hope. Like, oh look, he has growth. He's a good man. He's seeing his mistakes. Maybe I just need to be a fucking full-fledged dog, bro. Like real spill, man. Use the bathroom. Hold on.
Again,
Nah,
that's like some
Cam.
old
Don't let these niggas tell you
that's
to be
like
no
something you did in
motherfucking
high
full fledged
school.
dog, bro.
That's like something you do in high school where you just act a certain way to turn somebody off and make them unattracted to you. Nah, we too old for that. Come on, man. I know
Nigga,
some
I'm just
things you're
saying, I
never
ain't
too
never
old
heard
for,
of
but I
this
don't
type
think
of
this is one of
situation
them.
before. I feel you. I mean, Hustle and Muscle. Ah, man, like, okay, so yeah, I don't know, Cam. I don't think you should, like I say, I don't think you should put a good girl gone bad shit. Like, if you through with her, just let her be, bro. Just let her be,
Yeah.
and don't just drag it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the proper way to tell you how to leave her, but damn. But yeah, man, just I would definitely just try to do it the right way, bro, because you could be blocking a blessing that could be coming, G. I'm gonna just say it like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If y'all don't work out, the next man can come along. He may do better by her. Who knows? But like
Yeah.
Trish said, don't block that blessing because she's all upset
But you
over
can't
losing
be
you.
caving in,
Just
no shit like that though. That's what you can't do. You can't be caving in and falling and doing all other shit, cause then you're gonna be on the selfish tip, like on some, okay, well, let me just string it along some more because I'm feeling the type of way let me go get some pussy. Nah, if you really stern about this shit, don't give it back to the people.
Hold on. I
You
had
know
to
what I'm
go
saying?
on
Because
mute in the
one thing,
background.
bro, my daddy told my sister husband is if you done with her, do not cheat on her and don't touch her, nigga. Bring her
Hustle.
back the same way you got her.
Hustle, let me tell you something, bro. I done said this shit 1,000 times. Y'all think I'm gassing, bro. If
Nah.
a nigga can come around and treat a dog, I'm not selfish with no pussy, bro. I'm not selfish with no woman. I don't respect
Mm-mm.
her because I want her in her boxes amazing and I don't want other nigga to have it. I want to see that woman happy. If another nigga can come along right the fuck now and make her happy, am I gonna be hurt? Of course. Am I gonna throw shade and try to stop what's happening in order for her not to be happy? Never, bro. I want
Mm.
to see that woman happy, my nigga.
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's different, Cam. This is definitely different. Normally it's like, you ain't trying to see. I don't know, bro.
But you gotta ask yourself, because Hustle talking about okay, you gotta ask yourself, am I how do you say what's the word? Am I so unselfish that I want to because the question then becomes, am I so unselfish that I want to see someone happy regardless of my happiness? No. Do I want to see them happy because I want to see them free and be happy in life? Yes. I'm not willing to sacrifice my happiness and give up what I choose to do to make that person happy. But that doesn't mean that I do not want to see what's best for that person. But I can't provide that, bro.
And it sounds like to me, you kind of actually like what you doing. Like you ain't willing to, you know what I mean, stop what you doing. Like, right?
What you mean?
Like you just said, I mean, kind of helped me. Like you was like, you're not willing to like sacrifice, like stop what you doing, right? Like, like as far as like fucking other bitches, like that's you still desire to do that, right?
That's a fact.
Bet. Shit. I mean, I'm the same way, bro. But that's the difference between me and you is ain't nobody gonna make me marry him. I don't give a damn.
That
I'm
part.
sorry, I don't give a fuck because I feel like you, bro. Like, you know, I got similar trust issues as well, and I refuse to be in anybody's gray area at all. I know how it feels on both sides of the ball, so that's why I said, man, you marrying her, man, kind of kind of complicates it. So to me, I'm thinking like, man, not so more how you end a relationship, but man, how do you get out of the marriage? Like, is there a way that you could get out of the marriage part of it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Cause marriage makes all that yellow tape, man, it makes everything that much more complicated. And the legal implications behind it,
Yeah, I was gonna
man.
say that too.
All that shit, yeah, man. Like once you get married, bro, god damn.
So, Mister, let me ask you this: what
Yes,
makes you
sir.
have trust issues? Just saying for you.
Yeah. Well, for me, man, I feel like you are really, really putting expectations on people, high level expectations on people that's unfair, man. You're really asking demands
Mm.
on people that you don't even know if they're capable of fulfilling those demands. You see what I'm
But
saying?
but
You're
like, ain't
asking
that in the
like
courting?
just the basic shit, asking somebody
Right,
to
right,
be
right. Okay,
honest. You know
right,
what I
right, right.
mean? Let's keep it mundane. Asking somebody to be honest with you.
So,
Bro, really, how many people of the world are actually truly honest with people that they're talking to?
okay. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because I definitely try to be honest with like
Yeah,
people who I care about. Right. So let me
yeah.
ask you this. Now, with your process of you saying whatever happened, do you think it was because you kind of moved too fast or what?
No, I think I put expectations on people and not really understanding that people show you sign red flags
Ooh, boy, you cooking. You
you
cooking,
know what I'm
boy. Come on.
saying,
Come on.
on what could potentially the potential of what could happen in the future. But and me, man, a fat ass and a banging smile.
You can't trust a big button to smile, mister. Shit.
Man, listen. And it won't so that much I was done wrong. I just didn't peep game. You see what I'm saying? And I couldn't get
Mm.
ahead of the situation.
God
But you know what I mean? It's only because it was my fault on not understanding that signs are meant to be followed.
come on,
Like if
man.
you see a stop sign and you keep going and get in the wreck, you can't blame the sign for not being there. It's not the sign fault. It's nobody fault for real unless you blind.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
God damn, boy.
And so, you know what I mean? I just say, note to the wise, man, before you get so far in it and try to change after you get married, I really suggest that you uh we all are governed by our decisions, bro. You know what I mean? Whether they're good or bad decisions, we are the product of our decision making. And I feel like for me, before I try to get any kids involved, nutting a girl and had to deal with all that stuff, man, I'm gonna try to go after my goals. Um, if I see a girl I wanna holler at, I don't wanna feel like I wanna lie to anybody or um feel like I'm gonna lead somebody on off the rip. I'm putting all my cards on the table as to who I am, and I'm gonna leave the decision on to you if you wanna fuck with that. But me lying and me trying to paint a picture of somebody who I'm not, you know what I mean? A family man and somebody ready to settle down. I don't promote that at all for my life. But I'm not everybody and everybody not me. But I'm not, kind of qualified to give advice for married people shit. So I stay in my lane on the single
No,
side.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel
You
you.
know what I mean? But you know what
Just
I
keeping
mean?
it a buck.
That
I
yeah,
feel you.
yeah. But I
Mm-hmm.
know for me, I feel like it's really unfair to not do homework on somebody that you courting and see the flags that they not trustworthy or they not this and that, and then you up and try to settle down anyway, and and even if it's in you, you know that you ain't about that life. I ain't about to settle down with you. I don't care how good you are. I'm sorry, I can't do
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's a form of lying. And not lying to her, lying to myself, to that own self be true. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the only person you cannot lie to. I can lie to y'all all day. I can't lie to myself when I get off this live.
Real.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like the life I live, it might not be conducive for everybody, but damn it, I'm happy as hell, and I feel like that does come at a cost, but I've
Mm-hmm.
decided to be okay with it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the ramifications on the other end, I ain't willing to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like as
Right.
far as baby mamas and uh stuff not working out legally, and then you got to split everything down the middle, and then the whole. I ain't willing to deal with none of that if it don't work out, and I feel
Right.
like nothing in this world is foolproof, and you take everything you do, you taking a gamble anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it as I'm just weighing my bets right now, and if I feel like the particular one that I pursue, if that's the one, I'm all in. But until that time, I am not settling. So I know there's an ass out there that's fat enough for me. I know it's gonna match the person that I know it's out there. And it might be, I don't know when I meet her, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet her. I'm gonna meet her. But
Oh
until then,
God.
right. But until then, I'm gonna continue to do me.
Yeah. That's what you
And
got to do. Yeah.
that's
I'm with
it,
you.
man. And I'm not gonna lie or put a false narrative out there, man. That has somebody believing in something that is not me.
Let me ask you this, Mister. And shout out to American Tradesman. He say I found that going to marriage counseling, when you're engaged, there's a great glue for marriage. If you guys are compatible. I feel that. I feel that. So let me ask you this: what about them times when you really and truly love a person and you want to be with somebody, and then y'all get into an argument and they get to telling you that they never fuck with you from the jump, or or they think that your feelings ain't real for them? How would you handle something like that? Or if you ever been through something like that?
I have. They feel like I was using them for sex.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And that feel like that's the only reason that I would reach out to them. That's the only time I would call them. And I had to be honest with her and tell her the truth. Yeah.
mm,
Because I couldn't deal with everything else that came with her, man. This girl was bad, bro. Oh my gosh, she was bad. But her mouth, bro, I cannot
mm,
deal with it. I cannot. And I was willing to deal with it when I got horny.
Anybody who is. Anybody is. I got you. I got you.
Afterwards, bro, her
She would
whole
talk crazy.
man so disrespectful, bro. She don't know how to talk to men. She don't know how to talk to women. She don't know how to talk to nobody. Just a bad attitude for whatever reason. And I just chose to hang in there and,
Was that
and
pussy?
lead her on. Yes, sir. It was so
Okay.
good, bro. And
Okay.
eventually she came to her senses and fussed me the hell out. Said, "Who you think I am?
Right.
Oh, you call me? What you think I'm stupid? I got men out here who will drink, you know what I mean, who do whatever." And she was right. And I just had to fess up. But guess what? After a while of her not hitting me up, she hit me up about a few weeks ago.
No, I feel you.
Don't be fucking cheesing like that, nigga.
She know
Right,
what
right.
it is. Cause she know I care about her body and I care about her coming just as much as she care about me. She can't find a nigga that's like that.
Okay.
So her mind is, her problem is she's fucked up on dick versus a relationship. And here's what I'm saying. I'm not bragging on me. I'm just saying there's nobody perfect in the world. You can't make and mold a perfect person. But if somebody perfect for you, I say rock with it.
But see, this is what I'm saying though, Miss. This like, why is it so fucked up when it's an argument though? Why you gotta say that bullshit like that when it's an argument, and then any other time is you love a nigga, you know you can't wait to see a nigga out of so bullshit. But then as soon as it get wrong, it's you don't like me, you ain't got no feelings for me, all that bullshit. Why? I mean, like, does it seem like a lot of that shit go on, and like, are those flags that we supposed to watch? Because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
and you know,
the
who's to say
ego
that
can
that's
be
just
toxic.
yeah,
The ego can be toxic, and when we're arguing, we definitely trying to get the advantage or get the leverage or one up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we telling our friends about the argument and we going into detail, we're gonna try to make it look like it's the other person's fault. I think that's human nature.
You know what? I think they
Even if
really
it
be meaning that
ain't,
shit though.
yeah, you know, I figure each individual is different, and you can kind of tell based on what they saying to you. Cause let's say if the argument starts slight, and then all of a sudden you start shooting shots where it's starting to really get personal shots. You know what I mean? Then you can kind of, but if it's on surface level shit, you can easily neutralize any argument, you know what I mean? If you really, if the argument ain't really a big deal to you and you just trying to dead it, go ahead and neutralize it.
And bro, that's what I'm like. Well, I ain't finna put my business like that, but like a nigga was trying to dead shit, like it just the flag just flagging over, it's waving over my
Yeah,
head
but
right now.
sometimes people feel like they did, and then when they really not. Because if you have a conversation with somebody and y'all have a mutual agreement, and then you go back on what you saying, or you change the story, or when things change, that's usually when somebody starts to question what's really going on. And a lot of times I feel like when you're in those situations where somebody feel like they may be questioning, like, damn, did you ever fuck with me? That's the time when you're supposed to just have that conversation with them if you really do fuck with them. But if you don't, you're not gonna give a fuck, and you're just gonna be like, oh well, fuck you. It is what it is. Because in Mrs. situation, it sounds like she read the situation accurately. She was like, yeah, you don't really give me the vibes that you fuck with me like that, because he didn't. He only hit her up when he felt like hitting her up, and he only wanted what he wanted, and she saw that in him. And if he really fucked with her at the point when she said, hey, do you really fuck with me? Did you ever? Like, when she starts to question it, if you really fuck with a person, you're going to reassure them that that's not the case. That's just like with anything. Somebody, it's not an assumption. Well, it can't be an assumption, but it could be, but it's based on how they feel and things, because that's when you start to ask the questions. Well, why do you feel that way? What have I done?
Shanika, let me ask you this. Shanika. If that's the case, why wouldn't it say it no other time? Why is it just this time?
Maybe I think that a lot of times in relationships, people will see things and then they will try to convince themselves of otherwise. I feel like in Mr. just using you as an example because you gave your story recently, I feel like in that situation, she already had that feeling because who was that boss man that said that she was already thinking that. But it's like, I feel like a lot of times we try to convince ourselves like, damn, this nigga really don't fuck with me. And then you be like, nah, that can't be it because XYZ, and you will talk yourself out of it. And you won't say anything about it because you're thinking that maybe I'm tripping and I'm just blowing the shit out of proportion. But then as, shit continue and then you continue to have arguments or whatever, it could eventually come out. And really it's just the manifestation of previous thoughts that were already had that were squashed, or at least supposedly squashed, that really weren't squashed.
So let me ask you this then. Why even damn, you said so much. Fuck. What I wanted to say. Damn. Okay, so
why continue?
Nah, it wasn't that. Damn, you was saying, damn, I should have stopped you earlier. Fuck, that's why I be hating sometimes when like, people talk. They be cooking, but you want to interject, but you don't want to say nothing too fast because they cooking. But damn, it was something you said I was finna rebut too. Fuck. Oh my God. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You said talk yourself out of the situation. So why would you want to talk yourself out of a situation knowing that it's not like that though?
Because
Like,
you
why
don't
would you
know.
convince yourself?
At the end of the day, you never really know what somebody else's intentions are with you when you're interacting with them on any
Even if you
any
rock with it,
level.
even if you rock with them.
So you've never seen a situation where somebody pretended to rock with somebody and snake them years down the line? Like shit like that happen. People can be rocking with you today and something could happen in their life that you probably have nothing to do with that could change the way that they feel about you. And so
I've
you
seen
never
it,
know.
experience it like that, like not.
What I'm
in a
saying is
relationship.
you can be cool with somebody and you could be rocking with them. And like I said, something happens in their life as a catalyst to where their feelings may change. So you can't assume that just because somebody rocking with you today that they're going to be rocking with you forever. Because things happen, life happens, and you just never know. And so you may have the impression that that person rock with you, but then as things happen over time, you may have situations to question that. Because even with my very best friend, we done had moments where we've questioned each other, like, yo, what the fuck was that? Like, are we besties or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? We've had those moments with everybody, or at least I have anecdotally.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
I think that's a flag though when you try to convince yourself, because the fact that you got to convince is toxic already. Because that shit not gonna hold up in court like this. Like if a nigga been rocking with you and y'all been locked in like Flynn, and then one little old, bullshit petty ass argument make you say some shit like that. That's how you felt the whole time.
No, not necessarily. And you're saying one little argument may cause that, but a lot of go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it may seem like it happened as a result of that one argument, but it could have been, like I said, if we have a situation where we're friends, me and Mr. We friends, and then something happened, and it's not even, and I know I probably shouldn't have used the phrasing convince yourself, right? And he do something and I feel like it's fucked up, but then I sit and I think about it and I'm like, well, it's probably not really that fucked up. Maybe I'm overreacting, and you let it go. So not necessarily convincing yourself like, yeah, he did some fucked up shit to me, but I'm just gonna completely ignore it because I love him. Like, nah, it could be a situation where you did something and you was like, well, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Because sometimes that can be the case, especially when we're thinking based in emotion and not logic. But then over time, something else could happen that could trigger the thoughts that you had about that previous situation to make you thinking like, damn, did I assess that situation correctly? You know what I'm saying? Like when you have somebody that come and they lie to you and you catch them in a lie, then you start back to thinking like, damn, well, what else have you been lying about? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just natural human behavior. You start to wonder like, well, what else did I miss? Or what else? You know what I'm saying? You start going backtracking in your head like, damn, okay, well, this time, he said he was going to the store and we're going for 5 hours. Was that a lie too? Like, you just start to
Mm,
go back and rehash those same conversations that you had with yourself.
I feel you on that.
And so it's not like a situation where the entire time you were thinking that they didn't fuck with you. No, you were thinking that they were fucking with you. And now this recent situation has you thinking like, well, damn, was I wrong before when I felt like I was misinterpreting a situation? You know what I'm saying? And that, I think that's where it comes from a lot of times. It's never just that one isolated event. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, it's always a build up to it and other things that have happened that are contributing to that particular situation that is amplifying it, to be something bigger than what it was. Because you have, people that are be in relationships and they'll break up over something seemingly small, but it's like, nah, small things can destroy a relationship just as much as one big thing. And people tend to overlook that.
It wasn't the small thing, though. It was what led up to that and all the stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that it was bigger than just this one thing. And I felt like if you really fuck with her and love her and want her to be happy, I think the best thing you could do for yourself is figure out what went wrong to begin with. What was the catalyst that made you feel like this woman that is down for you, that is a good woman, that prioritizes you the way that a wife should, to the extent where you felt like, you wanted to do right by her? What changed within a matter of 90 days to where you were willing to throw that all away for some side coochie? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what you need to dig into. Like, what is it that's really going on to where you see that she's a ride or die for you, and that's still not enough?
But what if ain't nobody enough, Shanika? What if
That's what you need to dig into, because that's crazy for you to tell me that not one person on this planet with billions of people on it, not one person is deserving of your loyalty and your honesty and your commitment and your respect, and for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You can't do that with anybody.
That's
to the point where you even will look at your own mama and daddy, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a you thing that you need to kind of get into a little bit.
That's a lot of words. And what I mean by that is, it's not the saying you using a lot of words, is the commitment and stuff like that. If you don't trust people like that, period. And it might not even be that person. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I get
I
it.
just don't ever want to be that trusting to anybody in my fucking life, bro. I can't, let me not say I can't look at anything. I just can't look at something to where it's like a consistent happy marriage and a happy relationship. Maybe it's because I haven't been around those, or I haven't seen too many of those. It's always somebody doing some fuck shit. And I don't mind being caught up in some fuck shit. I don't mind being played the fool, but I don't want to be played the fool forever. Does that make sense? Like,
Of course it makes sense. But if someone has proven to you beyond a shadow of doubt that they fucks with you, even to the extent where you say that you don't want her no more and she's still fucking with you, I feel like it's something in you that you need to tap into to understand why that's still not enough, and why you're you're actively choosing not to allow yourself to be vulnerable with anybody ever. Do you know how much you carrying on your shoulders living life like that, where you gotta verify everything, and you trust nobody?
Oh, hold on, I'm vulnerable enough. You want me to be too vulnerable, in my opinion. I'm vulnerable enough to come up on here and express my feelings. I'm vulnerable enough to come up here and talk about personal stuff. I'm just not vulnerable enough to let someone in my personal life that I think would affect me. Does that make sense? Like, I'm vulnerable enough to have these conversations. That's real talk. But vulnerable enough to let someone change the course of my life or who I am, I don't ever want to be that vulnerable, Shanika.
I think that's what you need to tap into. And I mean, you said earlier, you feel like that was probably why you never had any children, because that's exactly what that requires as a parent.
Real talk.
And it's
Well,
like, why is it that no one is worth you giving up? And you're saying too vulnerable. I'm not saying put your entire life into her hands to where she has control over everything. Y'all supposed to be a team. Together, you're supposed to be one unit, not just her, taking control over your entire life to where she could ruin it. And I mean, that's all I'm saying. I think that you need to dive into that, because that can be very detrimental to you if you feel like it's being too vulnerable by just her having that much access to you.
Well, Shanika, I wanted to show you the PC. Everything. I got to see why these two fans just went out. But you got your radiator right there, your cooler and shit. You got your exhaust fan right there, big Cooler Master radiator. Goddamn, you got your graphics card on a bitch. Yeah, man, we see through on a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That fan right there. I got to see why these two just flickered off. I got to see. Ain't them probably some wires loose or some shit like that. But yeah, this is the one I built for Shanika, y'all. She'll have it in a few days so she can stream and cam up if that's what she
We
wants
need
to
a PC to stream, or can I use my laptop?
Nah, you can use whatever you want to use. You use your laptop. Just make sure it got at least 8 gigabytes of RAM and shit. You know what I'm saying? She big gaming PC
Yeah,
with
she got
a
about
radiator.
32 gigabytes on that bitch. I got
Nah,
the one that I'm on.
this whole got
laptop.
64. It's 64 in
Dang.
here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she
it's
can
64.
download the whole fucking DeepSeek on that bitch.
Yeah, she got goddamn radiator, goddamn Cooler Master radiator. We see the pipes going up to the fans right there. Cool that motherfucker down whenever she needs to. The kids get the gaming. Got the exhaust in the back. And the lights change and all of those shit too. I just ain't fuck with it. But yeah, that motherfucker still got the plastic on it right there. You see the plastic right there. I'll let her rip it off. But yeah,
How much
man.
it cost you to build that bitch? Jill?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I had that motherfucker for a second. All in all, probably about $3,000 the way I had it. But of course, Shanika only tried to give me $2 for it, Cam. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why she
And when I
do
mean
this?
$2, I mean
You
two.
already know that I'm gonna end up paying for it. Like, don't
Why you
fall
do
for
it like
what
that?
he's saying.
Two
Trust and
$1
believe, I'm
bills,
paying
bro.
for it.
Two $1 bills,
Why
bro.
you doing that
Bro,
man like that?
it's cool, but I ain't fucked up
I
about it because
ain't
I
doing
need
it.
her to have it. I need her to have it. So I got to deal with something for a second. So it's cool, Cam. I ain't.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start
What up,
setting them.
BJ?
I done already built enemies with this conversation, but fuck it.
Nah,
No, you don't have
ain't
no
no enemies building,
somebody.
bro. Go
If
ahead.
they feel like that, fuck them.
Nah, for
Because
real.
we all human at the end of the day. I just pray that you eventually get to a point where you can let somebody in, because you don't want to be old and alone.
Yeah.
You know, that's what she be telling me too. That see, dog, that's why I know I got a good woman. God forgive me. She be telling her biggest fear. I swear to God, she know how I think. And Shanika, her biggest fear is what she told me is she say, I know how you think and I know how you is. And I'm scared that you're gonna be old and alone. And I just want to be there for you when you old to take care of you. That's
Damn,
crazy, my nigga.
that is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Cam, like, so it ain't no making amends, right? That's what we saying.
It is make amends. It's just on my part, it's something that I've known this from the time that we got started.
Right.
It's something that
Right.
I've got to work on. It's something that I have to either, like Shanika saying, either I just gotta cut ties and just be a dog about it, or maybe not be a dog about it, you know what I'm saying? But literally just cut ties and don't cave in. Or I got to man the fuck up and realize what I got and just not be out there, bro.
I mean, Cam, I
It's
ain't gonna
hard.
lie. In the next situation, you gonna have to say that shit that you ain't trying to be held down. You just trying to,
You think, but Drew, I'm a real nigga, bro. You think I go to these women, bro? Now I might not be like I'm married, but you think when I meet women, I'm finna be like, hey, shorty, like, hey, this gonna be a relationship, bitch. You get no parts to me. You
not
get
that,
no
not that.
parts to me. You
No,
feel
I
me?
feel you on that. Trust me, I feel you on that. Not that. I'm just saying, like, if y'all get to talking past that little smash session, you don't want to lead it down the road too far, because then you have more problems. But I'm hoping that you can, because see, it's always good for both of y'all to go. If you go into the therapy side, it's good for both of y'all to go. I wouldn't let me or Shanika or Hustler Muscle or Lord ADS tell you anything, bro, because we would probably have you outside somewhere. I ain't gonna hold you. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna go to like a counselor type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Tradesman said, I think y'all both should go. So, bro, she can understand what's going on too. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, she can move a little different and adjust to what you got going on type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You know, because, you know, if you go and, you know, you getting out of service and she clueless, that ain't gonna help neither. I don't think that's gonna help neither. What you think, Shanika?
I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate
Nah, for sure.
regardless of what everybody said, and we might have disagreements.
Bro, it's gonna be disagreements though, because
I ain't no
everybody
sucker,
ain't
bro.
Cam. Everybody ain't Cam.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I ain't no sucker. I really come up here to hear other
Nah,
people.
for sure.
I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do regardless.
That's
but
for sure too.
I really like to have I really like to have other people's opinions to lead, or to, should I say, to make the best educated decision on how to move forward, bro. Even if I don't take everything, how my mind receive it and how I want to move forward. Everybody's opinion is value, bro. And I mean that for real.
Cam, I feel you, because at the end of the day, you bold for saying that shit, first of all. Second of all, it show you how people really view you from the outside looking in who don't know you like that. See, bro, for me, that'd be real honesty, because what if it's something that you might have been thinking about that somebody might bring up on like in a conversation on how they view you, and you needed that to hear. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some shit like that to be fixing their own problems like that. You know what I'm saying? Or either they might say something that you might have been thinking. You're like, damn, maybe I was right, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be the small shit for me like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially telling my business and then having these motherfuckers kind of give me pushback or feedback type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody don't know Cam. So whatever they can tell or see, that's just how they view it. But like I say, it could be 70% true, 30% true. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it might give you a little, you know, a little confident to go, you know what I'm saying, to kind of move the way you need to move, or just kind of confirm some shit too.
Real talk.
Nah, for sure. Now Shanika telling you something. Look, you heard what she told you.
Listen, though, Shanika
held
held back on me though, because I know she wanted to go in on my funk ass, and she, you know what I'm saying, she kept it thorough, and she kind of kept it cool headed with me. I know she wanted to snap on my goofy ass,
but Cam,
Oh, you
told
already
her-
fucking know. Like, I'm just
Cam,
ready.
but you
I'm ready to
told her-
cut you out for every nigga that ever lied to me that I'd have
you
been
already
solid with. I ain't even
fucking
gonna hold
know,
you. Like, that
bruh.
shit
You
pissed me
feel
all the
me?
way off.
But
You
Cam,
I
already
know. I
bruh.
know how it feels to give a nigga your all and that nigga give you his ass to kiss. Trust me, I know.
That's
And
the
that
thing,
shit
though.
fucking sucks donkey balls, bro.
That's
Cam.
why
I know how
love
that
it,
girl feel, and that shit sucks.
Cam, you
That's why
telling
I
us
love
that
her,
your
though.
girl give you nothing but the best, brother. I mean, she ain't did no wrong, clearly. From what you telling us, she ain't did no wrong. And goddamn, she love your ass so much, she probably won't ever do no wrong. So it just gives the woman a lot of negative vibes, you know what I'm saying? To kind of like, this motherfucker,
She
shit,
can't
he
nothing
ain't.
make a nigga happy.
Yeah, can't nothing
And
make a
then
nigga happy type
and then
shit,
I see
yo.
where Trey coming at, because then they thinking that's all niggas, bro. And that ain't the case, dog. That ain't the case.
That's too.
It's not even so much that we think that it's all niggas. It just goes to prove that you could do and be everything you need to be, and it's still not enough.
Yeah, that too.
That's
yeah.
all it proves.
That's
Not
too.
that all niggas gonna treat you like shit, but yeah, like you fuck around and fuck with the wrong one, then yeah, he might fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no doubt in my mind that that you love her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna go there with you like that. I know you have feelings for her, but it just fucking sucks to be her.
The fact that you recognize that because you asked another chick, man, this nigga lying. The fact
Like,
that
oh
you
my
realize
God,
that I love this girl is
all
just
you can do is
difficult
pray
for
that
a
a
nigga,
love
bro.
like that never finds me. Like and that's the shit that make a nigga not want to fucking be honest and loyal and faithful and truthful. Cause for what? For what? For a nigga to tell you he love you, put a ring on it, and then 3 months later he already in some other pussy? Like, for what? What am I being a good girl for?
Damn,
I may as well be like the rest of these hoes out here and just do what the fuck I want and treat niggas like shit.
Well, keep hoeing then.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's how that shit start. Like,
Shit,
that's all
the
I'm
fuck?
saying.
I wish you
And she
would
don't
keep hoeing,
deserve that.
whooping ass. I mean, I'm just like, man, look, I appreciate Cam honesty because a lot of people ain't built like that. A lot of people ain't finna say no shit like that and like stand on it.
These
A lot of
niggas
people not
a
built like
lot of
that, bro.
these
So
hoes,
I
bro. They
appreciate.
finna
Yeah,
come
come
up
on,
here.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
like,
they
come
finna
on,
come
bro.
up here and sell.
They
And
lying
sell.
now. They lying to you.
Yeah,
Shit.
they finna
Come
come
on,
up here and sell dreams, bro. I'm just
come
not
on,
for
bro.
that tonight, bro.
I appreciate you being solid. BJ, what up? Way in the building. I just feel like what's for you gonna really catch your mindset. It's gonna razzle dazzle your ass in the bed. It's gonna do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So Cam, let me ask you this question before I go. I can't get my word out. Go downstairs to the dungeon for the Zy break, right? So let me ask you this:
It,
What made you go? Okay, so you say you met her as soon as you got out, right? So were there other women that you could have met in that process too, or you kind of locked in with that and seeing that it was logical to do type shit?
hell yeah, there was other women I could have met.
Okay.
I had like 2 or 3 shorties sending me canteen money, coming to see me, bringing their homegirls for my dogs when I was locked up. And then when
Yeah,
I got out, I just seen they was goofy bitches. It wasn't something I was trying to vibe with.
right.
Yeah, man. But when I seen her, it was just like it was an innocence about her. Like, how do I say? It's gonna sound very critical of our women in the United States. They're exposed. Women in the United States are very exposed to things at a very early age. So they catch on the game. They 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 exposed to the lifestyle at a very early age. I felt like being 25, 26, meeting her when I did, and her being so naive, it kind of made me like I gotta put her under my wing. Does that mean not in a bad way? No bullshit. Like
No, I
I
got
gotta protect her. Like this a little baby out here. You know what I'm saying?
you.
And that's just how I felt about her.
I got you. Oh shit, I put the wrong thing on there. I got you. Yeah, that's how I was thinking too. Like, yeah, I might add the wrong thing on there. Like, sometimes it's some women that make you feel certain ways, but it's some women that make you feel certain ways for a long time, and some make you feel certain ways for a short time.
Dog.
That's a hard decision. That's a
Drip,
hard decision.
drip. I ain't never in my life. This right here in the car, bro. I ain't never in my life went to work and felt butterflies in my stomach from the sex and the feeling that I had for a woman like I had for her. Like I would be at work and I feel
Oh,
like
that's
a
real.
hunger in my stomach to be around her. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never felt like that about a woman in my life, bro.
No, that's solid. I can't hold you. So that's why I'm really confused on why you feel the way you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely giving us vibes of, yeah, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's it type shit. But, at the same time, players fuck up too. It could have been a whole bunch of mixed signs type shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like, it's things that could be talked about. You feel me? It's things that can be talked about. It's things that can be worked out.
Yeah, I
You know what
can't
I'm
let her
saying?
around. I can't let her around people like Shanika and Roll. They're gonna get her too
Hell
much money.
nah.
Yeah,
Boy, you
man.
gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, man. Nah, she can't do all that.
Hell nah. You
Nah,
gonna
we
have
can't.
hell in the city.
We can't do all that, bro. Nah.
You gonna have hell
She
in the
gonna be
city. Come
standing
on,
on a
come on.
business with a fuck nigga. Nah, we can't do that.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, boy, you gonna have problems, boy. Problems. Cause one thing for sure, you know, they gonna have a ready to, kung fu Kenny your ass. You feel me? And
That
she ain't
part.
going for the bullshit. But at the end of the day, shit. I mean, I ain't gonna say you couldn't have them around sneaking them, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, I think Shanika do me. She mean well. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, she done had her ups and downs and shit. But she really on some more shit. But at least she'll kind of give it a real. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just don't know, just made up shit just because she just. I don't know. I just think I don't know. I still wouldn't let her around either one of them, but you know, at the end of the day, you know,
Dangerous.
yeah, dangerous, bro. Because Shanika been in told her something. Now she moving. Now she, you know, she throwing ass in a circle, and you ain't never seen her twerk before.
Yeah,
You
man,
know, like
standing
she
on
got the
business
dimp
when I come
on.
home with her little arms
Yeah, like
crossed.
you
Nah,
did.
we can't do all that, man.
Yeah, bro. She got the dimp fun going on and shit now.
We
It's
Nah,
can't do all
crazy
that.
work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just saying it's crazy. But yeah, go ahead. You got it.
nah, I'm not one to be divisive and tell. I'm dumb as fuck over niggas too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I be letting niggas get away with shit that they don't deserve to get away with. So I wouldn't judge the situation or make her out to feel no kind of way. If anything, you know what I'm saying? I would just, try and make sure that she's straight mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters. We just
She will
can't be
have
allowing
confidence
ourselves to go crazy.
if she
Mm,
was around women like me and Shanika. She would have confidence.
Bro,
That's
I
the
done
issue.
tried the
that's the
dog. I
problem.
really, you know what's funny though? I
So
really
hold on,
feel
women
like
can't have confidence.
no, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but what I'm saying is like I feel like the reason that I don't want to diss her, but I feel like the reason that she allows some of these things to happen or the way it is a self-esteem issue.
That's the
And
point.
Mm,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
I've
whole point.
tried to build as much as
You
a
can't
dog
hold
I
on, hold on,
am.
hold on,
Listen,
hold
as
on, hold
much
on.
as a dog
So
I
hold on,
am,
Cam.
Rosie, I done
Hold on.
tried to build her
You can't
self-esteem.
build that.
No.
You can't, sweetie. And all you are really doing is chipping away at the little bit she does have. And that's what I
mm.
need you to understand.
Well, give me advice. There you go. Give me advice on if I
See, now we
can't
got a
build it, what
positive
are
vibe.
things that I can do to help her with her self-esteem?
Lord
She
Jesus.
has to find it for herself, Cam. That's not your job. That's why I was trying to say earlier. We get into these relationships, because Cam, I got into a relationship where I was codependent on someone to make me happy. And then I had to realize that's not his job. I was
Okay.
supposed to be a whole person by myself, and I was supposed to be in control of my own happiness. When you depend on someone to build you up all the time, when you depend on, because the same way you depend on these people to build you up, that means they can easily break you down. That has to come from within. So she needs to, whatever, if she's religious, if she's whatever is her come to Jesus moment, literally, figuratively, whatever is her moment of I am woman, hear me roar, she has to come to it herself. I was blessed to be able to come to it at the age of 28, 29. Because I don't know where I would be if I was still so codependent on men, if I was still so, not even just men, people. I was people hungry. I needed people to validate me. I needed people to tell me all the things I
Yes.
wanted to hear. And
That's
you
how
can't
she
live life
is.
that way.
That's how
So
she
she,
is.
so Cam, I'm not gonna lie to you. The heartbreak of losing you might be what it is to jolt her to become the woman she needs to be. Now the
Oh,
question is, are you willing to gamble that? Because let's say she becomes the woman she needs to be, and then one day you feel like I want to come back home. She might let you. But the other side of the gamble is she might not. Are you willing to play with that gamble? Or
yes.
are you comfortable with the fact that you have a woman who's going to stand by your side no matter how stank your drawers are, no matter if you come home smelling like perfume or not?
I, my best case scenario, let's forget all the cheating and shit like that. Let's fuck all that. I would love to see her because y'all be thinking I'm playing, but I would love to see her be that confident like you were
I think
talking
you're dead
about.
ass.
I
Hearing you, I
would.
think you're dead
I
ass.
would
But the thing
love to
is,
see her become that woman.
the Cam, and again, you can take what I say with a grain of salt. You got to leave her. Because if she's not willing to do it, and I'm gonna be honest, because I've been honest with all this from jump. My ex left, and I was able to level up. I didn't leave him. Unlike how a lot of people love to say women leave the relationships, the divorce rates because of women. No, he left. He thought the grass was greener. And that's fine. I became the woman I need to be because I wasn't going to leave. I was fighting for the family. I was doing everything I could, right? That's why I'm telling you, sometimes it's up to y'all. She has to blossom. This is going to be, sometimes it takes a lot of pain to really become who you're supposed to be. But if you're not ready to do that, that's why I said take it with a grain of salt. If you are not ready to go, you also have to own up to the consequences that are what they are. Whether they're good, bad, right, or wrong, the consequences are there. Don't get quiet now, Cam.
I really don't know what to say. It's kind of like
It's hard. It's
it's
hard.
it's difficult. I don't mind her. You know what else I'm very scared of, bro? I'm gonna be
Hmm.
honest with you. And this isn't to stop her from going or something like that. I'm very scared of her because she's so naive that her meeting and Latin men are very aggressive and Latin men are worse. Like y'all think American men will sell you dreams and shit like that. These Latin niggas will sell you the moon and the stars and don't mean a fucking thing when they say that. They just trying to get in your drawers. I'm very scared that she gonna meet a nigga that really don't have her best interests at heart, and it's just gonna turn out worse. You understand what I'm saying? Like that would really break me, cause then I'm gonna have to kill a nigga. Like I would like to see her meet somebody that's gonna appreciate for her for who she is and bring out the best in her, not somebody that's gonna sell her a fucking dream. You know what I mean? Especially where she come from, the status of her family, just to do that type of shit. That would really break a nigga. So
So the
that's one
crazy
thing
thing
I'm
is,
scared of.
you want to be like a big brother to her, because what you gonna do? You gonna find her the new man
I
and just
can't
set
do
her up
that.
that
That
way?
ain't in me. Yeah, that
Exactly.
ain't in me.
Exactly. So again, unfortunately, if she's as innocent as you said she was when you met her, and that's what it really is when it comes down to quote unquote American women. Not that we get exposed to things, we just the heartbreak that a lot of American women do go through. That is where the quote unquote knowing the game comes from, right? That
Yes.
heartbreak is what kind of makes you tougher as a woman. That heartbreak is what makes you sturdier as a woman, because you do have to kind of go through some stuff in order to really know what you're going to stand on. That's the whole point of boundaries. Somebody tried you, you found out, I don't like that, I don't want that, and now I can speak up for myself and say no, the next time it's not going to happen again. So unfortunately, sweetie, you don't have that kind of control on what she goes through after you. Because look at what you're, and again, you have no control on what she's going through with you right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's scary. The unknown is scary. But if you're not happy, you're not making her happy, even if she puts a smile on her face. But deep down, every time, whatever you do, it crushes her, or she rather just live in a delusion and not be aware, it's not healthy either way. But again, people don't really do stuff until they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's why I said in the chat earlier, I understand, I hear you. I'm not judging you. You just got to figure out what you want to do the same way she has to. Y'all are grown. Y'all are too grown for this.
Yeah, real talk.
Thank God. And, it's not thank God of what, her health and why you guys couldn't have children. It's just thank God that you guys don't have to have the discussion with children. You don't have to have the difficulty with trying to explain all this to a child.
Can you fucking imagine, bro?
Yeah. So again, it's not to like shit on your situation. Everyone goes through something. Everyone's been the fool for somebody. Everyone's been a fool for love. But how long are you willing to put up with it? How long is she willing to put up with it? Because again, if you try to change and you're not ready, you're going to end up resenting her anyways. It's not going to be a good situation either way. And that's why I pray for you, bro. I do.
I appreciate you. Real talk.
And you going to find your way. You just fucked up right now. You going to find it. But if she was your daughter, how would you want her to react? How would you want her to move?
If that was my daughter and she was in the same situation,
Yeah.
I'd have murk buddy.
Well, besides that,
Come on, man.
besides
Mister.
that,
Listen, if I can't convince her, Mister, if I can't convince her and I know I see that nigga just like me, like I understand the game, he got to go, bro. On everything, he got to go.
You don't believe in karma or nothing like that, do you?
Yeah, of course. I know God, if I do have children, I'm gonna have a bunch of daughters. A bunch of daughters.
You ready for that too?
Mm.
Because it's coming. Look, Cam, you just gotta sit and really think about what you want out of this life. You gotta really put yourself in her shoes and think about what she wants. And again, if she's not strong enough to go, it's gonna hurt her. And I think that's what you're really more afraid of. I don't think it's even the unknown of what if another man does this. You are really afraid of hurting this woman. That's why I know you do have love for her, but it's not gonna help her. You can't be the disease and the cure.
Mm.
If someone has cancer, you gotta cut it out sometimes.
Even if
And
I'm
right
the
now,
fucking counselor.
I mean, and I'm saying this with love. I really am. Because it's even a cancer to you. I know there's a part of you that feels guilty and you hate that fact because this is how you feel like you're wired right now, right? So that guilt is not good for you either. That guilt is a cancer towards yourself as well. You're hurting yourself, you're hurting her, then you're trying not to hurt her by hurting yourself. It's all messed up. I mean, Mister, you feel the need to chime in? Because we don't want no dead air either.
Shit, shit, you spot on. I'm just listening too, trying to
You
take
supposed to
notes.
be on my side, my nigga. Now we
I'm
supposed to be
on
on
your
my
side, brother.
side, right?
Oh, Cam, I'm on your side, brother. But
He right, bro. He right.
goddamn, she hit the nail on the head, bro. Goddamn,
He did.
yeah, bro. And that's kind of why I promote being on the single side, man. I'm like, listen, man, I love the thought of being with your twin flame and having the family and having all that, but you gotta be built for that shit. And a nigga like me, I'm not built for that shit. And I hope you're not a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are a nigga like me, you still got married, bro. You in a hard place. That decision is so, I ain't saying it's like the end all and be all, because you can get out of it, but it's hard, man. It's hard. Like marriage is not something that should be taken lightly. And not saying you did, but shit, man.
You
It
hit on
just
that
come.
shit earlier. Yeah, you definitely hit on it. It's my fault because as
Yeah.
much as I thought I was doing the right thing when I took that next step, it was
Yeah, yeah,
ultimately me. Yeah, it was ultimately me taking that step, and I should have knew better, bro.
yeah,
I
man.
should have knew
Okay,
better.
so wait, don't blame yourself for that. Because the one thing I don't blame my ex-husband for is taking something as serious as marriage. That is a respectable thing. People can try to put you in a heaven or hell, but at the end of the day, you did do something respectable. I'm
Yeah,
not going
but
to take that away
Mister,
from you.
no, Mister made a very good point, and there's nobody else that I can blame but myself. It's not. I'm not. You right about it being respectable, but the point that he was trying to make was that I knew ultimately, regardless of my intentions were good, if I was,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I knew ultimately
But
that's
that's why
something
I'm.
that I wasn't ready for.
But that's why I'm
And by
telling you.
taking those vows is where I fucked up the contract and fucked up that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
did. But
you
that's why
right.
I'm telling you. Don't take away the respect part. The respect you can gain back is by doing the right thing to you and to her. If you can't honor those vows, stop living in a sham. So again, I'm going to commend you for the respectable thing. You tried it. It's like when a little kid tries vegetables for the first time. You tried it, you didn't like it, now spit it out. Stop holding something in your mouth that you don't like.
Real talk. Drip must have took a smoke break.
Yeah, I'm trying I don't know if Shanika dropped or
Shanika,
if she's
yeah,
coming back.
Shanika done took a smoke break too, bro.
You stressing people out, Cam.
I know it.
How the
Boy,
hell did
yeah.
reviewing my video turn into this, Cam?
I
We were
know
talking about
it,
flirting.
dog.
Well,
I know
boy,
it.
boy.
I know it. You know they finna drag me in the community. Don't
The
worry about it.
community.
They
Yeah,
finna
man.
drag
I'm about to
my
drag you, Cam. They couldn't even finish my video because of you, nigga.
ass.
We
They
only got
drag
halfway
me
through.
in the fucking community.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I ain't gonna front row. Those confessions are very interesting, man. I feel like you be letting niggas in the psyche of a female, low key.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man, I like it.
Real
I'm
talk.
trying to figure out. I don't want to exclude y'all because obviously, Lover Girl Confessions. I'm a woman, right? So I'm trying to figure out like what do y'all want to hear? I guess, or
I
what?
wanna hear stuff about sex. And,
Of course, they're
you know,
coming. Those episodes are coming. I got. Let me. Get my feet wet first, Mister Jesus. You horn dogs. My goodness.
Nah,
oh,
I think you
my
did all
bad.
right. Yeah, I think you did all right. It's good to hear. It's the problem is that what type of niggas is gonna receive that message. So
And
what I
that's
mean
true.
by that is like, niggas like us can take what you said and understand where you coming from. Like every flirt or every smile is not an invitation. But the sad reality is, Ro, that a lot of niggas will not take that. They are not gonna understand that. You know what I mean?
Hmm. And I feel you on that. Honestly, my audience is going to be my audience. And I appreciate everyone who does check out my channel. It's more so, this kind of just became a really cathartic way of just talking the stuff that I kind of just rake through in my head daily. And I
Yes,
don't know,
sir.
I kind of just pictured, if I'm having all these kind of thoughts, I can't be the only one with just thoughts raking through my, like, Cam, I'm not going to lie. I might have to make an episode about you.
Mm.
Like that's a good confession, Cam. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hey, I swear that was a good segue. Shit.
Listen, I might have to make that episode. I might have to make it from and listen, obviously my confessions, I kind of keep them very, not to keep them, get them on personal type of stuff. So of course, if you give me the permission to use it, your name, everything, none of that is going to be exposed. It's just going to be a matter of a conversation. I like to have these type of confessions where they can turn into conversations.
Yeah, you got my permission to do that shit. Just don't put my name, please.
Nah,
Please.
I'm not. Because, like I said, I kind of want to hit it from both perspectives. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to hit it from where you're coming from and your mindset. Because you're not the first man I've heard say that. And I kind of want to hit it from the possibility of, a woman like in your wife's situation.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of women, maybe not in the same situation, but like Shanika was saying, a lot of women that feel like they give their all and it's just not enough. And maybe a nigga like me needs to hear that to understand. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of niggas need to hear that to kind of, I don't know. That sounds bad. It's like we need to hear it to kind of make us change. But I think it just gives us a better understanding, if that makes sense.
I see H&M is in the back. H&M, the people with controls
They
went
gone.
on they went on break, sweetie.
They
So
gone. They'll be
um
back.
honestly, the only reason why I'm even talking now is to keep dead air from being in on the video right now.
Hey, listen, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna be right back and go
See,
to the
no, you
store.
can't leave too, light skinned nigga. What the hell is
But I'm
going
just
on?
going to the store to grab some blacks. I'll be back. Salute.
Lord Jesus Christ. I'm gonna
Oh
tell,
shit.
I don't know if Drip and Shanika can hear us in the ether right now. Because we can't let nobody up. We can't.
Hey, I got to
Listen,
go get some blacks. This is a good conversation. I
man,
hope them niggas
Cam,
don't cut this shit off, bro.
the fact
I'll
that
be
you
right back. The
you
store
revealed
right up
all
the
this and you
street.
weren't prepared with your blacks, nigga.
Nah,
You
I
gotta
had smoked them all, being stressed.
supposed
Being
to have extra.
stressed,
If
I
you
smoked them.
gonna reveal all
Hey,
this
look.
shit, you should
Hey,
have been
look.
prepared.
Hey, get a whole pack, my nigga.
I'm finna get 3 packs, but I'll probably smoke a whole pack tonight. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, this
But
nigga about
I'll
to go
be
through like
right back,
18
bro.
wine wood tips right now.
Nah, we don't fuck with them wood tips. Only them plastic tips. Listen, I'll be right back. Literally like 10 minutes. I don't go nowhere.
Oh Lord of mercy! I don't even know where Dripping Shanika
Don't
is.
go nowhere with your
Don't-
black ass. Stay right there, man.
Damn, light skin. I gotta be black.
Stay
Motherfucker.
right there.
Y'all niggas sound like Dripping Shanika.
Man, listen. Y'all be stressing me out.
Lord knows, bro.
I only came up here because Drip was talking shit for a second, talking about don't let a woman like Shanika Rowe get to Cam's one.
Man, listen, bro. That's a hell of a confession, man.
It
Shit.
is. Listen, I'm about to make a script right now. That's a good little story.
Yeah, that's pretty good content. I ain't gonna lie. Whoa.
That was a really good one.
I swear, man, and shit. Shout out to his girl, man, for damn. I never heard nobody like even down to even put up with something like that. You know what I mean? That's to me, that's the more phenomenal thing. Like she's sticking around.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I feel like y'all really need to talk to more women. There are a lot of women that unfortunately go through that. They might not stand on it the same way, and I don't know if she would actually stand on it like that. If Cam hadn't revealed it, I don't know if it would have gotten revealed. But unfortunately, women are taught to endure certain things with men. And if you love that man enough, unfortunately, you will endure it because it's kind of just ingrained in us to stick it out. I really want men to really be able to put themselves in a sympathetic and an empathetic way towards the woman that they're with. Before you go and do something, you really need to ask yourself, does my girl deserve this? Could I just leave if I'm unhappy? You kind of just have to really, like, if you wouldn't want her doing you like that, there's no reason for you not to think about, well, should I be doing her this way? And I really wish it didn't take men having daughters, having sisters. I really just wish there was something in y'all that clicked immediately with that. Like, a lot of y'all, and I'm not saying anyone particularly, like, not you, mister, but a lot of men don't see women in that way. You guys don't see us as human emotions sometimes. Or you over exaggerate our emotions to the point where you kind of feel like, oh, we're tripping if we have these emotions.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Living Humbly said, Cam out here stressing Drip Nation out.
Man, listen, man. I just never heard of anything like that, and the woman still hanging in there. I never heard of no shit like that. Like the dude saying he trying to get out and can't. Shit, I don't know. And then people complaining there ain't no good women out here. Like what?
Yeah, that's a kicker of all this. That is really the kicker of all this, because you do have men who still say, like, you have men on panels nowadays talking about happy wife, happy life, and it's like, no, there are a lot of women who do sacrifice for that man, and vice versa.
Straight up, straight up. Yeah. So I am kind of glad that that story it came out, so I could see the other side of women put up with some shit too. Shit, god damn.
I might have to do is love supposed to be a sacrifice? That might have to be one of the next confessions.
Wow, interesting title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're back.
Sacrificial love. Ooh.
Welcome back, y'all.
Yeah, Cam stressed out Shanika. You good, Shanika?
Dan Cam done ran him off the panel.
He didn't
gonna
run.
pour his
He
heart out.
stressed himself out. Talk about he needs some more blacks.
Yeah, I had to go.
Please.
If I had to pour my heart, I'd have my
it's
blunts
not
ready.
complete truth. I think
Yeah, let me get mine ready.
Shit, I done smoked through all mine.
Y'all hear
like,
me?
have you noticed that every time an influencer starts now going into vlogs, they have a man?
What are we watching?
Yeah, a lot of the vloggers now
Everybody
are
bored.
luxury vloggers.
Yes. Yes.
Out of nowhere,
I'm
shorty.
tripping.
How? How did you get that Goyard
Everybody
bag? They
sound
probably
fucked up.
don't even know it's Goyard. They're just glad a nigga gave it to her. She just liked the label.
Damn.
It's not a coincidence. And of course you want to vlog this lifestyle because you know how temporary it is, shorty. I think also what I've regretted, because I think for people who want to be more prominent on social media or be, I think, intentional about their social media, what I've regretted is showing my personal life on social media. You being on social media, and I don't like when people play a victim to being ripped to shreds on social media. By virtue of having a social media account, you open yourself up to scrutiny by the public.
And I think it's not fair.
Okay.
You know, to categorize us as loud, argumentative, because like it's very personality based, and I feel like it's easier for people to categorize as a black woman as that, so that when we argue for our rights and we fight for ourselves, it's like, oh, it's just another black woman being argumentative, just another black woman being loud, while it comes from a place of frustration.
What if like
Is that me or is that hoe tripping? Can y'all hear me?
Is she African?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Are they foreign?
Okay.
They African or something?
I thought they was Jamaican.
Cause she got a big ass forehead.
Yeah.
God damn.
There will be no big forehead slander.
Oh, my fault.
Hold on.
this is gonna segue perfectly, man.
Hey,
Who is
it's all
responsible for
good.
holding
Love
black
my
women
little
accountable? 'Cause
coconut
clearly they
women.
can do
You're
whatever
so
the fuck they
beautiful.
want. So I'm just a girl. Can you explain this? Because your whole platform is about holding black women accountable, and you have gotten a lot of pushback, specifically from black women who have tried to, out you. They try to Google your man and find out his social security number, leak it online and shit like that. So again, when a lot of the criticism is that when men have a platform and they talk about women say it's not a man's job or responsibility to hold black women accountable. Black women need to hold women accountable. Clearly, that's not a thing. So, what's your thoughts on this topic?
Honestly, like you said, it's no one can hold black women accountable. Because it's all really BS when we say it's very cliche to say let black women hold us accountable. Black women mind your business, but we can't. Black women, unfortunately, we have adopted this mentality that I can do whatever I want to do and can't nobody tell me anything. And this is why we are where we're at. So when we try to have these conversations and try to hold each other accountable, you do get it out of that. Well, it's not my job. It's not your job. Mind your business. And I think we live in a very selfish, egotistical society now that nobody cares. We don't care. I care about my sister, but her friend, I don't care about her but I can see her going downhill about to get hit by a bus. Well, it ain't my business, right? So I think if you're a black woman and the whole black woman accountable, you have to be ready to fight, because it's going to come. It's going to come with a lot, just to say, sis, I don't want to see you out here doing that. And anybody who knows my platform, I'm always thinking about how young girls are being influenced. So what us grown women are doing, it's influencing these girls to do these out of control, I don't care attitudes. They have the most disgusting attitudes, and you can't even check them because they have their moms who say I could do whatever I want. So can't no one hold us accountable. No, not a black man, a white man. Your white boss probably, that's probably the only one who can tell us what to do because he pay us. A gay man can.
Wow, the white boss can tell you what to do? That's what we're doing? That's who holding our black women accountable, the white men? That's wow. God damn. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. My shit Oregon. My internet fucked up. So I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear y'all. Why the hell somebody's fucking up? I don't know what the fuck going on. Hold on. Let me just restart my computer. Let me just do something. Let me do something. With my laptop. Oh shit. What the fuck? I know something going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the video gonna end up disappearing whenever he reboot his computer, but I don't think that she necessarily said anything wrong. Because whenever anybody else say something to us, we tell them to mind their business. And then when we say stuff to ourselves, we just haters and mammies and, you know, all this other bullshit. So we just get to a point where it's like, fuck it. Let them do what they want to do, and they just gonna have to learn the hard way, I guess. I don't know. But that's the same thing I said the last time we played this video. I'm gonna let some more play.
Can tell us what to do. That's kind of it still revolves around if it's a black woman or a black man, a straight black man, we don't want to hear it. And it's unfortunate. We are really in a place where we don't even realize like how bad off we are. Like we don't even a woman who has it all figured out. And I'm saying, sis, I can help you. And you say, I don't need your help. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I'm watching you do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's not working. So instead of saying, you know what, sis, you're right. Let me take heed to this. I'm gonna fight because can't nobody tell me nothing.
So let me start here with this question. Who do you think can hold black women accountable?
Are we talking to Viatic now? I don't have an opinion on that. I feel like to each his own. Maybe their community, I don't know. Maybe their friends, their mom, whoever their support system is, that's who can hold them accountable. So that's my intake on that.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
I would say due to experience, it will probably be a village. I feel like people take heed to certain people, certain mentorships, and can be very adaptive depending on like their nurture and their background, like what they've been exposed to. So I do believe that it's hard to hold Black women accountable for certain things. But I do kind of agree with the to each. I agree with both of you, honestly. It's a to each his own, because I've had experience with my mom, even with her giving me feedback and from her experience. And I feel like a lot of times they try to implode or tell you what they've been through and try to place it on you. Like, I've been through this, so don't do this. It's like, just because your finger burned when you touched the pot don't mean mine's will. So I feel like.
And that's just how stupid we sound. And that just goes to prove her point. Can't nobody tell you shit. Your own mama sit there and try and tell you what you need to hear, and then you just gonna dismiss it saying, well, just because that happened to you, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen to me. And it's like, everybody that touched the stove get burnt. Like, why the fuck we even have to go through all that? I don't know. I don't know. There ain't nobody listening. Like, you know, you just gotta let people learn the hard way. Unfortunately, that's the only way some people are gonna learn. Like, you can tell them, like, hey, you know, I've been through this. I've done the exact same thing, and this is the same thing that has been happening over and over and over again over time. And then niggas still ain't gonna listen. So what's the point of saying it? I don't know.
A lot of people, they want to try it. It's like a trial and error in life. And sometimes you need to experience before you can really be adaptive to it. You can't just take somebody's
You got
word
burn-proof fingers?
I'm just saying, you never know. But sometimes you need to experience what somebody is trying to recommend rather than just taking their recommendation and running with it. So let me...
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
We got you.
I gotta go do something. I gotta emerge like a motherfucker. So I'm gonna end this motherfucker, and then we'll just do this shit tomorrow. Just this motherfucking stream, man. I got.
Hey, what's going
on? I got an emergency like a motherfucker. So yeah, if y'all wanna get our final thoughts real quick, we're gonna get up out of here. Then we'll see y'all tomorrow too. Go ahead. Anybody
okay.
Go ahead, Hustle Muscle.
Oh, okay. If y'all can hear me out there, always it's a wish, and I hope Cam hope Cam fix that situation he's got going with his wife or whatever. Because hopefully tomorrow he can give us some updates on if there are any. Just saying.
That's a bet. Go ahead, Mr. Lister.
Man.
All right, take care, y'all.
All right,
brother. Shout out to the Drip Nation, man. Shout out to Drip, man. Everything gonna be straight, brother. Go ahead and handle what you need to handle, man. Cam, hey, man, you gonna figure it out, bro. Everything gonna be all right. Shanika, hold it down, okay? I'm out.
Appreciate you, boy. Appreciate you, boy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Cam, you got nothing?
No,
Oh shit.
Oh
Cam.
shit. Damn.
Cam. Oh shit. Okay, damn. I don't know how Cam got it back. Okay. You want to get 5,000 quick?
I appreciate everybody that came through, everybody that sent a cash app or a super chat or hit the like button or did anything to support the stream. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull up. Shout out to Robert Platinum and Lloyd ADS. Drip Show gifted 5 memberships. If you got one, say thank you and keep it going. Other than that, yeah, that was it. Appreciate the conversation and the vulnerability, Cam. If you can't hear me, hopefully you come back and hit the replay and you hear me say it. Like, definitely much respect to you for sharing your story on our platform. I appreciate it.
That's a bet, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, man. God with it. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. If not, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. But tomorrow for sure too. We out.
Drip Nation, let's go. Coming to the stage.